weeks 1 through 4, whole month, they had 5 sacks.
Well, the defense is legendarily bad.
Yeah, right. Our offensive line, which is supposed to be good, was not good. Membu wasn't good. On top of the fact that, again, the fumble was the complete momentum completely changed with the fumble.
Yep.
Big plays. Sauce gives up a big play to Pickens. I still think that could potentially be pass interference, but I'm not going to make excuses. You got the huge run. They had 4 offensive linemen out.
Javonte Williams run. Can you tackle the guy?
Well, I mean, but that's one of those things. It's one of the things we talked about before the season. Like that Aaron Glenn was supposed to clean up. Hey, we're hitting in pads in training camp because this team led the league in missed tackles last year. So it's all the same stuff. I mean, how much of that is it's a lot of the same players. And they haven't had the appropriate amount of time to evaluate and clean house.
But listen, I don't know the answer. Isn't the right coach supposed to change how the guys who played poorly under a different regime play?
You're supposed to try, yeah. But sometimes you just don't have. I mean, you just don't have good players, or you can't have players that you don't have players that are capable of doing it. I mean, he cut Xavier Gibson. He tried. I mean, that hasn't worked. You actually saw him yesterday where he was taking a lot of he actually was kind of like cordial and had a good conversation with the media. I got to do better. I have to find a way to fix it. Like, I can't have my team just fall. Once adversity hits, we can't just fall apart. Which is not easy when you have a team that's just accustomed to losing so much. That's the problem with teams that lose all the time.
Right. You
know what I mean? Like, once something bad happens, it's like the snowball starts and you can't stop it. No one knows how to stop it because you don't have anyone that's won before.
At least where's the game, in London? Yeah. At least Europe gets to see.
That's great.
Next week.
Yeah.
A nice 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's just how you want to wake up on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's great, right? So we don't. You know what though? At least starting 1:00 next Sunday, New York football will be done. We'll get the stink off of us by Sunday at 1:00.
Yeah, right. I mean, but so you mentioned, you had 5 straight possessions in your game.
5 straight possessions of turning the football over.
5
and by the way, I swear to you,
Slate was
if I have to hear RJ, I think you're a little bit wrong with Darius Slayton. I think he's a pretty capable receiver. I'm going to strangle him. I'm going to put my hands around his neck and strangle him. I've told you guys for years.
I think it's Ray that says that to you.
Whoever it is, I'll strangle all of them. Whoever it is. I hear, no. I think you're misreading the Slayton. He's not bad. Guys, I can't even say the word I want to say.
No, we saw it in the group chat.
Yeah,
we saw what you said.
Yeah, you know what? That's right.
Yeah.
That's what he is. That's what he is.
Terrible.
Terrible. You shut up. Your team scoring 30 points for sport, okay? I got a receiver. He's dropping bombs. He wasn't even hit on the fumble. He's making $12 million a year. Give the money back. Honestly. This morning, RJ, do I have energy today? Is this energy? Or do you want more?
I think I was wondering. I think he does make $12 million. I think you said that a couple times before.
Take the C off Slayton's chest and give it to Dave. That's what he wants.
He wants
It's
to replace with a
unbelievable.
team.
He might.
That's
He's the man of the year. United Way. Great. I don't care. Can't hang on to the football. He's a disaster. You're up 14-13. 14-13. You're going to score points. You're going to have 1st and 10 with a minute, God knows how much left, and you're at the Saints' 30-something yard line. You're going to have the lead at halftime. But no. Not if I can get my hands on this thing. And Darius Slayton crushes the Giants' hopes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was the whole sequence, though. I mean, that was also the same possession where it looked like he had no idea what the play was. Ball went to him, didn't get his head turned around.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if it was a miscommunication or whatever happened. And then he has the former Jet, DeMario Davis, punches it loose. But, yeah, how are you going to – I mean, the Giants had a big win against the Chargers. Now, Chargers back-to-back losses here, so I don't know what's going on with the Chargers. They got the offensive line
that game
banged up.
changed on a dime, too.
On a dime.
The Chargers game?
They were up 10-0.
10-0 and going in for points. Quentin Johnston fumbles, and then they have that kick, the punt return for a touchdown.
Yeah, right. It's funny how that happens, though. So, I mean, Giants aren't good enough. Just like the Jets. I mean, the Jets stink, but the Giants aren't good enough. No, I mean, how many teams are good enough to turn the ball over in 5 straight possessions and have any chance to win?
Well, none.
Right. So, I mean, you look great in the first 2 possessions.
Amazing.
I mean, 14 points. I mean, your quarterback looks good. Everything's rolling, and then all of a sudden now, I mean, you have you got the big play opportunity down the field. Dark kind of underthrows it. You had the Slayton drop on a deep, what would have been a big gain.
How does he drop that? He's lousy. That's how I answer my question.
I don't know. It felt like a rhetorical question. You hate him. And then you just have turnover after turnover. I mean, can someone get Scadaboo some gloves? His gloves are soaked. Can you get him some gloves, please? He's very upset. He's going to kill himself, too, by the way. I mean, he makes no run looks easy with that poor guy.
Well, no run is easy. Guy runs like a maniac.
He's just Illuminor. I mean, Illuminor might have just taken another penalty. Yeah, it's not great.
There's nothing good.
No.
The Rangers start tomorrow.
Well, that's nice. Listen. The Jets also made history. They're also the first team to start 0-5 and have no takeaways.
I don't even think the 0-5. I just think they're the first team to have no takeaways.
But both, yeah. It's the 0-5 and the takeaways.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think you need the 0-5 to make it ever. I don't think any team has never not turned over the opposition in 5 consecutive games to start a season.
Either way, we just wanted to add a little bit extra, a little accoutrement.
Right.
We'll sprinkle on the 0-5 just to make it even better.
No. You like the cherry? I give you more cherry.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah. We want to make sure no one touches our record. You may start a year with no takeaways.
Yeah, but if it gets close, then did you start 0-5 as well? Because I'm thinking no.
No, exclamation point. Take that.
And then you get Denver, and the Giants get Philly on a short week. Oh,
yeah, Philly after
their
first
happening.
Loss. Philly after their first loss.
Right.
That should be fun.
Right. But by the way, and we'll get to it when we go around the league. We have Buster only 7 o'clock. All the things we do on a Monday. You give Saquon Barkley the football 6 times?
That's unbelievable.
6 times?
Dude, I mean, it's unbelievable. The fact that Sean Payton went for 2 there, too.
That is a big
onions.
Big.
Yeah, big onions.
Oh, my God.
We're going to have a nice little – this is a crappy day because New York sports just stunk this weekend. But, I mean, Mondays are jam-packed.
Especially with the baseball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, Mondays are always jam-packed, but now you have the Yankees that can't get out of their own way. It's a treat. Welcome, New York sports. We suck, and we're here for it.
Yeah, I figured the Jets would start to look better here at some point, but it just hasn't happened.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Well, we could break down Penn State football.
That's pretty. Or Mark Sanchez's weekend.
Right, because you know what? That was great. How about that? Penn State lost to UCLA, who was winless and allowed 42 points to that team.
Yeah, this weekend's wild, man. I mean, I'm telling you. I mean,
I want off the ride. I don't like this ride.
Anyone associated with the Jets is having tough weekends. I mean, Sanchez's weekend. I mean, real bad.
Real bad. Maybe the worst of all the weekends.
Yeah, I think of all the weekends. Yeah, I had to drive. I mean, listen, I was so fired up to get back. 10-hour drive.
When'd you get back?
I got back around 2.
2 in the morning?
No, 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, 10-hour drive. You got back at 2?
2, yeah. We left at 5, 4:30.
Oh,
yeah, but I got to get back for football Sunday. We had nothing to play. The tournament was over, so I was like, all right, we got to jump in the car. We got to get home. I need a full Sunday. And then the end of the first half happened, and I was like, you know what? We probably should have kind of slept in, relaxed, taken our time.
No, I understand why you would leave, though.
Stop at the falls, do a little sightseeing.
Yeah, do a little Maid of the Mist.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Pretend like football Sunday's not even happening.
Yeah. The stink of you is so awful. You drove through Buffalo, then they can't win a football game.
They caught it.
They caught it. All right, let's take a break. I mean, we have a very busy show today. Yankees, Giants, Jets, 1-800-919-3776. It's a bouncy, busy, emotional Monday. It's DNR with you on ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No, man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins. Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know, to check if they're going for it on 4th down before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo
Touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We roll through what's going to be a very busy Monday morning, so welcome. It's supposed to be a beautiful day outside, so we got that going for us, which is, I guess, nice. Buster only right at 7 o'clock this morning. Why are you laughing?
It's going to be a beautiful day, which is nice.
It is. I mean, we got to hang on to the little things. We have nothing.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Yeah, well, we do. You know what? The weather's supposed to be great. It's supposed to be great today. It's supposed to be great tomorrow. So you got to take advantage of these things.
Yeah, it doesn't make the pain go away.
No. Well, no. What do you want me to do? Just go through the morning and be absolutely miserable. I'm looking for the ray of light through the misery.
I appreciate that. Let's get tons of energy too. Shot out of a cannon on a Monday.
That's right. Well, I don't want to have last week's Monday happen again today. I don't want the show to end and RJ be like, it wasn't great. I don't want that.
I don't think RJ. Listen, to RJ's credit,
no, I don't need it. I don't want it.
I'm not saying anything except the fact that RJ in the past, we've known this since we started working with him, is not an in-show adjuster. He doesn't believe in making in-show corrections. He prefers to wait till afterwards. I think now that you've stated that you prefer to be
if
constructively criticized during the show, I don't think he'll make that same mistake.
If it's that brutal and I'm going to have to hear about it days later and it's going to become a thing on air, then yes, I would like to know that I'm just god-awfully pleased.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Okay.
Well, the problem is we can't pull you. Like, I mean, if you were struggling the way you struggled on last Monday, normally you just get pulled.
I was Max Fried last Monday, and you just let me take all the slings and arrows.
Like, like the Tommy DeVito commercial where he comes in for the pitchers?
I love those. And then they have one with what's-his-face, too. Teddy Bridgewater. Great.
We need one of those. We need someone that's warming up in the back to do your job in case you stink.
Right.
No, bring in whoever. Bring in Tom Bauer. We need a new driver.
Well, whatever kid is running the YouTube stuff, just have them come in.
Just bring him.
Maybe that day it could have been Jefferson.
Jefferson's too busy. He's probably online shopping.
Yeah. Well, he loves to shop.
He was buying more Ryder Cup stuff.
He loves to shop. You give the Yankees any chance to win the series?
Any chance to win the series? I think it's always a chance. I mean, you always have a chance to win the series.
I mean, the Red Sox in 04 were done too. But I'm saying, like realistically, do you
realistically, no. I mean, I gave it 89%. Like, realistically, how well Toronto's playing right now, how you struggled in Toronto, you got to win 3 straight. One of those in Toronto. No, I mean, I think I would be hard-pressed to believe that the Yankees come back in the series.
Right. And remember, the whole thing was, well, Game 5, we're going to have Fried again. So if we get to a Game 5, we get to go with Fried again. Well, I mean, you see what he's done in Toronto. Now, I'm not saying you'll even get to a Game 5, but right now, if I said to you, is it Yesavage? Is that how you say his name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If I said to you Yesavage
what a name.
or Max Fried, what do you want? I mean, is there an advantage? I don't even think there's an advantage.
Well, no,
there.
I would want Max Fried, but Yankees now have seen it. So do I think that, that kid's going to be that good in a second? No, I don't. If he is, great for him. But, I mean, you want to talk about big moments. I mean, how about Carlos Rodon tomorrow?
Yeah.
Because as well as he's pitched, you still have, I mean, almost every Yankee fan that I talk to. Well, with Carlos Rodon, I still don't necessarily trust him. He's going to have to prove it to me. Well, here's your spot, man. He goes and pitches lights out, and they win Game 3. I'd like to hear the end of all that we don't trust Carlos Rodon talk, please.
If he goes and gives you a great outing, yes. I think
and then you got Schlittler, who was unhittable in his last start.
Right.
So
that's what you hang your hat on, right? Rodon has his moment, and
yep.
I think there is a chance of that. Like, he has had a hell of a season. And then you go Schlittler, and, if he could duplicate what he did last time out against Boston. The thing I will say, though, is Boston and Toronto are very different animals. Like,
I agree with that.
Toronto's a legitimate opponent. Boston they did what they could with what they had. I don't think they're at the same level as what Toronto is.
No, I don't think so either. And I think that Buster had made a point a couple different times that, how he felt about the series might be different if the Red Sox had Roman Anthony. Right? Like, just offensively what he means to that team. So, I mean, you got Vlad, playing the way that Vlad's playing right now. I mean, he's red hot. And you got a 2-0 lead with Game 5 back in Toronto if you need it. I mean, crazier things have happened.
Sure they have.
So
we've seen it. That's what makes us love sports, right? Is that it's unscripted and
it's got to be something. I mean, it's got to be something about sports that you love after this weekend. It's got to be like there's something you gotta.
This really was something.
Grasp onto.
This really was something. 800-919-3776. So, I mean, we got the Yankees. We've covered them a little bit. The Jets, we've got to get into that, and the Giants as well. I mean, that Giants performance, how you turn the ball over 5 consecutive possessions. 5 consecutive possessions.
How do you do it? We watched how it happened. We watched how it happened. You had a fumble from Slayton. You had a fumble from Scattaboo.
Right.
You had Jackson Dart just drops the ball.
Just dropped the ball.
4th down. Listen, it's a 4th down throw. It's probably, it ends up, in that spot, McKinstry probably doesn't even want to, intercept that, but it's his first interception.
I get that, and John had that in the group text, but you can't not
No, I know.
catch
Listen,
that if you're McKinstry.
Couldn't agree with you more, but that's a 4th down play. So it's either you're unsuccessful, you're successful, and you keep possession, you're not, and you turn the ball over where it is, or you throw it down the field, and at least you pick up the field position. But yeah, I don't know if there's a team in the league that's good enough to turn the ball over 5 straight possessions and win.
Oh, there's not.
Right. So those are the kind of things that I think are going to have to happen for New Orleans to win games. Just like what you saw in Arizona are things that the Titans are going to need to win football games. Less about you winning, more about the other team beating itself. Right? But, the other thing, too, is just, and again, going back to, we're trying to make decisions. Let's start with the Giants here, because I think I think you got to give Aaron Glenn some time. I don't think it's fair to all of a sudden just jump all over him after 5 weeks and be like, he's in over his head, he stinks, he can't be the coach. He's also learning on the job. Brian Dable's been here, 4 years?
This is his 4th year, yeah.
How do you go into this game without, not even close, your best weapon done for the season? Malik Neighbors is by far, it's not even close. It's Malik Neighbors, and then I don't know how much further you have to go down, and then it's everybody else. Happy with that group of receivers. They asked him after the game, how come you wouldn't add a receiver? He's like, no, we're good with it. We had an extra tight end.
Yeah,
they were clearly
doing. They got Bo Collins who doesn't finish routes.
What the hell is he doing? What the hell is Bo Collins? And then you're playing Jalen Hyatt, but for what? I mean, you took a couple deep shots. All he does is run down the field.
Doesn't it feel like the only reason Deonte Banks and Jalen Hyatt play is just because the Giants drafted them?
Listen, Deonte Banks, to his credit, had the one good kick return, but there's also video out there.
It's a first-round pick. You can't cover anybody.
No, of him trying to block on the kickoff, and he just does not want to block anybody. Yeah, so just to have a game where you're at home, so it's a home game, which is big for the organization clearly because you had to win that one against Indy last year. The momentum of Jackson Dart looks great. You beat the Chargers at home. You're going into New Orleans against one of the one. We couldn't find any wins before the season, but this one is the one that you would circle.
You thought you had a good chance to, yes.
Yes, and that's the one after a big win against the Chargers you lose.
When you lead 14-3, you led the game 14-3, and you look dynamic. And you start thinking to yourself, wait a minute, Theo Johnson doesn't do anything ever. But with Theo Johnson, with Jackson Dart, you started to think, this guy's so good that he's going to make others look competent and capable. And I don't know, maybe this is just me. I've gotten a ton of emails. You see how wrong you were on Dart. He stinks. I didn't think he stunk yesterday.
No, I don't think he stunk.
I mean, I thought I had rookie growing pains, certainly. And fumbling a football that you don't even get hit with, is not great. But no. I thought he did a lot of things that he looked good with yesterday.
Well, look what he's playing with also, though. You know what I mean? And we all love Cam Skattebo. Is Cam Skattebo is he a number one? Is he a number one running back option on a good NFL team?
Probably not, but I think he certainly had something to this team.
Right, he had something, but I don't think it's probably not. I mean, he's a nice piece, but he's not supposed to be your lead back.
Your best wide receiver was crushing from him.
Was crushing, and then the other thing too is it's not. You're not a team that's flush with great offensive weapons anyway. Even with Malik Neighbors. Right? Malik Neighbors is the one guy on your team that will could scare a defensive coordinator that could make you hey, we got a game plan against Malik Neighbors. You don't have that. So you went with the two tight ends. Daniel Bellinger apparently is still on the team, which was nice to see. So you had
it was the best game. It might have been the best game he's ever had.
Right? Yeah, the two tight ends going, which is awesome. But there's not much else.
No.
Right? Darius Slayton had opportunities there. He had the big fumble. He had the deep shot to be dropped.
Brutal.
He got underthrown on the flea flicker. And then you gave up some big plays. That fumble that goes all the way back for a touchdown is a huge play. The Shaheed play is a huge play.
88 yards. I mean, the Saints had an 88-yard touchdown. And you know what? I don't think it's why they lost. I think the turnovers and not executing in the red zone and all those things are why they lost. But we talked about it ad nauseum, this front four. Rick, they had 0 sacks yesterday. None. They didn't get to Rattler one time.
Well, coming off a game where they were dynamic against the Chargers, too. And maybe that was just because the Chargers' offensive line was so banged up. But
maybe.
I mean, yeah, you're up 14-6, and then you got the big Shaheed touchdown, followed up by, now it's 14-3, and you got the deep shot down the field to Slayton that just gets underthrown. That's a big play right there. Those are plays you have to make, right? Those are game-changing plays, especially when you're not a good team.
Brutal. It's brutal. I mean, what we saw from the Giants was awful, because that's a game. I said this in our district. Wait, what? I thought the Giants should have won that football game yesterday.
Yeah, I mean it's. I could see you making that argument.
And RJ heard that. He's like, no, they lost by 12. Yeah, they lost by 12. They were awful and still were going in to take the lead until Skattebo fumbled in the fourth quarter.
Right. It's just, I mean, it's two teams that aren't great, just battling.
Two teams that stink. Two teams that stink.
Yeah, I don't want to say stink. Because I'd like to keep that just for the Jets right now because the Jets stink.
The Jets might stink at a different level, but the Giants and the Saints stink.
They're not.
The Titans stink. I mean, these
but
teams,
those teams also have wins.
Right. Well, the only team that doesn't have a win is the Jets.
Right. Or a takeaway. We're historic.
Right.
So let's save the stink for the Jets right now because they deserve it.
Well,
the Jets are
for your
embarrassing.
troubles, at least you get to go international this coming week.
I mean, listen, you're not wrong. It's 19-14. You're going
you're going to take the lead if you score a touchdown. You're at the 11-yard line.
Right, and that turns into now it's 26-14.
And then at that point the game was over. All right. So let's take a break. We have a ton to do. The phone lines are lighting up. 800-919-3776. Giants stink on the table. Jets different level of stink.
Yes.
On the table. Yankees this weekend stink on the table. It's all on the table. It's the buffet. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Treat Awards returns for a new year.
Are you ready to get the show started?
Join host Sean Hannity and special guests and be part of the celebration live in New York. Tickets are available now. Go to foxnation.com/Patriot Awards.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire's Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Now you do what they told you. Now you do what they told you.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Yankees stink. Jets stink. Giants stink. I mean, what do we have here? You know what's weird, Rick? I'm looking at the spreads for this coming weekend, and the Jets and Giants are both only getting 7. It feels like they should be getting like 17.
At this point, it does. It does feel like that. You know what happens, though, when you get spreads like that? You go to FanDuel.
Oh.
You want to know why?
Yeah, tell me.
I'll tell you right now. The FanDuel Sportsbook app, it's your home for all your favorite NFL bets. You get yards to touchdowns. Who's going to win? With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers, ready for this, a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. Make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Here's some rules, though. You got to be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issues, non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. Just see terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, Dave, listen, you got to call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
That's very well done. Buster, only 7 o'clock this morning, of course. Then we go around the league. We have the frenzy. We get to your calls, hear the sound, all of it. Let's get to the calls and kind of rifle through these guys. Mike in Plattsburgh, kind of an overview on New York sports. Good morning, Mike. You're on ESPN New York.
What's going on, guys? How you doing? I know DiPietro. I know you're excited about the hockey season coming up. I'm an Islander fan, and I hope they do well. But yeah, you're right. New York sports. The stench is sick. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? The Jets. I don't even know how they can keep Aaron Glenn there. He don't even look like a head coach. Then we go to the Yankees. This is the year of accountability right here.
They're not going to fire Aaron Glenn
after this.
No one's going to get fired after one season.
No, I think he flipped over to the Yankees. Were you over on the Yankees, Mike, when you said someone has to get fired?
Somebody's got to go. Yeah, somebody's got to go. I'm a Yankee fan.
Well, let me ask you this, though. I understand how annoyed, frustrated you are, and you should be. But is this Aaron Boone's fault? The fact that Luis Heel and Max Fried were god-awful in their starts?
No, not really. But you know what? Somebody has to be accountable, and usually it's the manager, right? In any sport, it's the manager. Like the Giants. Dable, right? Look at Dable. They changed. They put Dart in there, and all of a sudden, if I'm John Mara and
but
I'm sad that he's got cancer.
But Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. Brian Dable wasn't in the Super Bowl last year, was he?
No, but when you change that like that, so what's going to happen? He's going to become another Daniel Jones.
Right, but hold on. You're changing teams now. We went from the Jets stink. I can't wait for hockey. You're a big Islander fan. Jets stink.
Yep.
Aaron Boone should be fired. Now Brian Dable should be fired. So let's focus on which one do you want to focus on? The Yankees, the Giants, or the Jets?
Right now, it's got to be the Yankees because that's right there, the Yankees.
Okay. Well, thank you for the phone call. I think Aaron Boone. I think the only way Aaron Boone ends up getting fired is if Brian Cashman gets fired.
They're not getting fired.
I agree with you. I think the only way he gets fired, because even if for whatever reason, say they lose tomorrow and they get swept, they want to make a change. Whoever they bring in is going to be making the same kind of decisions that Aaron Boone's making.
They're not going.
It's the philosophy of the organization now.
I don't think Boone is great. I don't. I think he's fine, to even average, a little above average. But you blame him for this? Like, you blame him for these? I don't give him a ton of credit. Cam Schlittler was great. You could have taken anybody off the street and they could have managed that game. And you could have had, Miller Huggins. You could have had whoever this weekend, and they're not winning those games.
No, right. But I just don't I don't know. You say that you don't think Aaron Boone is great.
I don't think he's great.
But you also, in the same breath, you'll also tell me that Aaron Boone isn't the one that's making all these decisions. So what, Aaron Boone's not great, or the combination of Aaron Boone and whoever else is helping to make these decisions?
Fair.
The analytics department. Okay,
Fair.
so, I mean, is it fair to just say Aaron Boone's not great?
No, but
or is it the collaboration of all of it?
You don't even know who these other guys are. They're not going to
right,
fire
no, but
these
so,
other guys.
Right, but so it's not – I don't think it's fair to just say Aaron Boone stinks. Like, I think all of it, if you have a problem with all of it, it's Aaron Boone in collaboration with everyone else that's helping to make these lineups and everything, or
Fair.
the lanes where this guy should be used.
That's fine.
But the only way that changes is if Brian Cashman's let go.
There's no way.
Right, because if you bring someone else in, it's going to be the same process where they're making the same decisions. I mean, how this team has been built, I think, is part of the problem. You saw that in the last series, where it's I can't get my best offensive lineup in for a bunch of different reasons. Either this guy doesn't have a position because he's not good defensively, and I'm going to have to lose something defensively to add offensively, or this doesn't match up well against the good lefty. Right? I mean, Jazz not play.
Well, the Yankees haven't hit the whole postseason.
I mean, and Aaron Judge has been good offensively. Right? Like, look at Aaron Judge's numbers right now.
Right, outside of that one at-bat, which was catastrophic.
Right, terrible at-bat.
I mean, that's a bad at-bat.
Agreed. But, I mean, at some point you're going to have a bad at-bat, right?
I know, but that was the one at-bat he couldn't afford to have the bad at-bat. Like, that could have completely changed that game.
I completely agree with you. But, I mean, for the most part, when you look at his numbers.
Yes, his numbers are good.
His numbers are good.
He's hit the ball well.
The problem with yesterday is no one hit. Right? Like, I mean, you were no hit for 5 1/3. And on the other side of it, I mean, you've given up 23 runs in 2 games.
Right. More than any team has.
I mean, your ace went 3+. That's it.
That's it. 7 runs, 3+. Let's go to Matt in Oceanside. Good morning, Matt. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys. How are you? Hope everyone's having a good morning.
Matt, let me ask you a question. How could we possibly be having a good morning?
Because the weather's going to be nice. You told us.
Well,
you got that going for us.
That's just the rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. How could we be having a good morning? The Yankees are in massive trouble, which doesn't upset me, but a lot of the listeners and the guys on the show, right? The Giants collapsed against New Orleans, and the Jets look like they've never played football before. So how could we be having a good morning?
Okay, you make a good point, but I got to piggyback off of the last caller and just your guys' response to that. I'm a big Yankee fan. Obviously, I'm disappointed with the way that everything's going so far, but it is what it is. To me, it's not Aaron Boone's fault, all right? A couple of decisions might be, but the guy is not on the field. The players are, and, he can't control what they do when they're on the field. He's doing the best he can, and like you guys have alluded to many points throughout your shows, which I watch every morning on my way to work, Boone is a puppet to the front office, right? Analytical staff plays a huge part in what they do on a daily basis, and, it gets frustrating sometimes that when these callers call in that they don't understand that it's not just Boone. Like, it goes way above that. And, you guys get frustrated over that when people don't understand, and it frustrates me. So I just want to make it clear that, like, I have no baseball history or anything, like, working in any front office, but I understand that it goes way above Aaron Boone's pay grade. And, everyone else has to understand that, you're not just going to fire Boone because, great, you fire Boone, then you're going to get someone else. And then what happens if that team doesn't do good?
Well, people will be frustrated with that.
Now
is
they're
what'll
going to
happen.
his head.
And thanks for the call. That's what'll happen. They'll fire Boone. They'll bring in another, I don't want to say puppet because I don't think that's fair, but someone that works in conjunction with the front office. They'll be unhappy with that, and they'll want that guy gone. The way fans do not like the way it's done now. They just don't. They don't like the fact that a manager doesn't go out. It's Sparky Anderson, Tommy Lasorda, Davey Johnson, that they have autonomy and they make every decision. That does not exist anymore.
No, it doesn't. Which, listen, I'm fine with using analytics. Like, the more information, you know me, you know how I make my football picks. The more information, the better. But I think the reason why I would hire someone like Aaron Boone, who's been in baseball his entire life, who's been in huge moments, who knows what it feels to be a player, who's lived being hot and being cold and all those different things. Like, I would also lean on that experience. I can't ignore that experience. Like, there has to be a give and take. Like, here, we'll give you all the information. Here's what we suggest we'd like you to do. But if there's a moment where, like, because you're a baseball guy who's been in these spots that you feel like a different decision should be made, or, hey, today's supposed to be this guy's day off, and you're like, no, like, right now this guy, the baseball looks like a beach ball to this guy. Let's keep rolling with this guy because you've lived that before. I would want you to make that decision. I mean, you got contrasting styles of how to build a team right now.
That's right.
Right? Like, I mean, look what Toronto does. Like, there was the one Christian Kirk at bat yesterday where it's like, this team, I think they were saying, like, this team just refuses to strike out. Like, in these moments, like, they will find a way to put a ball in play so that run scores. And what does he do? He puts the ball in play so that run scores. It's just
that's good
it's just fundamentally good baseball. And then you got, oh, by the way, I got one of the better players in baseball who right now is red hot. They can hit home runs. I mean, you got more home runs than strikeouts right now.
It's unbelievable. Through 2 games of a series?
So it's what you like. And right now, I mean, this is what Toronto has done all season long. This is why you've had a problem with Toronto, and they're showing you why. In the first 2 games, they're showing you why. And especially in Toronto, where you've had a hard time, period.
Let's go to Ira in Staten Island. Get his take on, I imagine, the Jets. Good morning, Ira. How are you?
Hey, good morning, fellas. And first, I got to give a pop to the show. I was sitting next to a couple yesterday, and they listen to you every morning, and they absolutely love both of you. So credit to you guys. Getting to the Jet game. So we got 5 games in the book. Okay? Take away the Pittsburgh game because nobody had game tape. Buffalo game, completely outclassed. The last 3 weeks, I've watched the same game. The Jets make mental mistakes. They make physical mistakes. They fall behind by 3 scores. They pad their stats in the fourth quarter because teams back off. And instead of getting blown out 34-7, the games, they come mathematically close, and it's not indicative of the game. And to me, you get 3 weeks in a row like that, yeah, the players, they should get a lot of the hit on it. But I'm sorry. This coaching staff and this GM are in way over their head, and I know nothing's going to get done this year. Okay, so you got 12 games left this year, and you got 17 games left next year, and then Woody will have to make another big change.
But you're there already? Ira, you're 5 games in, and I'm not saying that Aaron Glenn and Mougie are going to be good. I'm not saying that. But you're done 5 games into the regime?
My gut tells me this is not the group that's going to turn this around. It's not. Because you take a Little League coach. You're not going to make the same mistakes 3 weeks in a row. If you tell a guy to hug the baseline or basketball, don't give the guy the baseline. Or if I'm coaching swimming, do your flip turn differently. They get it after a week or 2. 3 weeks in a row, it's just, God forbid, if you were colorblind, okay, and you watch these last 3 games, you wouldn't know what team they were playing because it was the exact game. Every one of these games played out the same way.
It's just bad football, Ira. I mean, listen, the only thing I'll disagree with is that I have a hard time believing that, and listen, you've watched, the Jets for longer than I have. You travel with the team, the amount of time, energy, effort, and all the things that money that you've dumped into this team. Like, if your gut tells you that Aaron Glenn's not the guy, then listen, that's how you feel. 5 weeks in, not a real opportunity to really evaluate what exactly is here, the level of dysfunction, and then just recognize, as much as I want to, change the accountability and all these different things that, new head coaches will do, like, some guys just don't fit what you're trying to do. Like, some guys just can't be fixed. Can't get right. Some guys are just the dumb players that make the same mistakes. Like, I was surprised yesterday that they didn't use Justin Fields' legs more.
They didn't use him at all.
At all. He had a game where Brees is going for over 8 a carry. Some of the stuff too. Like, there's a 4th down play where the one you'll remember, the one where Justin Fields tries the jump pass immediately under pressure.
They hit the receiver in the face mask, didn't it?
Well, no, Beck runs directly into Fashanu. It's like they just don't execute. It's sloppy, bad football.
Listen, they're a lousy football team.
It's 10 more penalties.
On the flip side, would I sit here and tell you that I think Aaron Glenn is going to be good? Well, I don't know that that's the case either.
Oh, no, you don't.
Right.
I think the reason why you would probably lean towards he might not be is because the defense is bad. They're giving up almost 32 points a game. That's supposed to be his side of the ball.
And they've regressed. The defense wasn't even this bad last year.
Well, it's also a new system now.
Well, then maybe the system doesn't work. Maybe Steve Wilkes isn't good.
I know, but as far as Aaron Glenn was concerned yesterday after the game, he's sticking with his guys. Trust them.
Okay. The only thing that gives me any hope with the Jets is the schedule is very forgiving moving forward.
They haven't won a game yet.
They will.
Okay. So you don't think that every other team that you're playing is also saying the same thing about you?
I'm sure. But, I mean, after Denver, which I imagine is going to be a loss, you're home to Carolina, at Cincinnati, home to Cleveland. Those are, I mean, you're going to get something there.
Maybe against Cincinnati because they just stink. And Jake Browning can't help but throw interceptions. You don't think
you beat Carolina at
Maybe
home?
That's the takeaway game. I don't know. Does Rico Dowdle go nuts again?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're staring 0-9 at the face, then you have a real problem.
Right, but how could you feel good about any of it?
I don't feel good about them at all. I'm just saying, I assume of those 3 games, they're going to win a game.
Right, a game. Maybe Cincinnati. I mean, but if you're if I was a head coach going against the Jets, my entire week leading up to the game, I would be saying, hey, fellas, if we don't believe we can beat them, just let them beat themselves. They'll find a way. We don't even have to beat them. They'll beat themselves.
Oh, they'll shoot themselves in the foot at some point. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Just stay competitive because at some point they'll turn into the Jets.
They'll find a way,
yeah,
just like they did at the end of the first half yesterday.
It's what they do. It's who they are. They'll turn it over. I promise you that. Probably in the red zone, and then you'll go on. They'll fall apart for like a 4-minute stretch, and you'll take over the game, and that'll be that.
Yep. I mean, you'll be able to run the football.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point down around the goal line, your running back will be wide open in the right flat just every time. We're just wide open. Just toss him the ball.
The thing that I find troublesome is that it's getting worse.
Yeah, but this is again, this is why it's so hard to turn around a winning franchise, a losing franchise, because you see it. Like as soon as adversity hits this team, they fold up because they don't have anyone. They don't have anyone that knows how to fix it, to stop it. Like even the Ferguson touchdown where he's wide open, the Cowboys have no timeouts.
Which Ferguson touchdown?
The one that made it 23. The one that made it 23-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have no timeouts. They're not going to run the football. Like they're not running it.
Correct. And
why are we lined up like they're going to run it? Yeah. Nope, Ferguson, wide open.
Wide open.
And here's another stat that's not great, is that when a team scores 21 or more points against Justin Fields, he's never won.
Wow.
He's 0-26 now.
That's not good, right?
No, not when your defense stinks.
No, it's really not. All right, what is good is Buster Olney. Maybe he can add some optimism. Maybe he can change the minds of Yankee fans. No?
I don't know. Are we having Buster Olney on, or are we having O's on? Is he gonna do some mind trick on us?
Maybe. Well, yeah, maybe he'll have something. Maybe in Buster Olney's mind, it's not. I don't know if this is true, but I'm giving people hope. Maybe. Stay tuned. Let's see what Buster says about the Yankees and their potential fight back against the Jays. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this pretty Monday morning, although miserable Monday morning. And here is the great Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. On this painful Monday morning after all the losses yesterday, let's see what's going on, guys. We've got issues. It's painful here on the New Jersey Turnpike, the northbound Eastern Spur at 15W. Watch out for an accident. We're seeing delays as well as you head over to the Cross Bronx West at the Alexander Hamilton Bridge with a collision. Deegan South at the Cross Bronx, an accident. Delays on the Uptown 6 trains with a smoke condition. Traffic is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No, man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
What if you could instantly find whatever you need exactly when you need it? We're talking everything from parking spots to holiday gifts to the perfect shoes in your size. Think of all the time you'd save. While you may never instantly find these things, if you're hiring, you can find qualified candidates right away. With ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology works fast to find top talent, and their advanced resume database lets you unlock top candidates' contact info instantly. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law. And you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how will I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Bases loaded for Guerrero. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive! That ball is way out of here. Second Nick. Grand slam!
Supposed to be a beautiful day outside, so we got that going for us.
Scatterboo. Ball came out. No whistle. Howden's going to go the distance.
We got to hang on on to the little things, we have nothing.
Got that going for me, which is
yes. Well, we do.
Prescott's loads up. Pickens, hand fighting into the end zone. Touchdown.
Supposed to be great tomorrow.
Doesn't make the pain go away.
No, I'm looking for the ray of light through the misery.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, now the big 7 o'clock hour. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Things are going splendidly in New York sports, and we bring in our dear friend Buster Olney. Buster, how you doing?
Man, you're right. There's not much you can say. Wow.
Now, we spoke to you on Friday, and it was like, boy, what a performance from Schlittler, and the Yankees look terrific, and you got to feel like they're the favorite to go to the World Series. Things change quickly in the world of baseball. End of the weekend, you're like, boy, it kind of felt like they didn't deserve to be on the same field as Toronto this weekend.
And the interesting thing was that yesterday they got Schlittler themselves with Trey Savage going out, dominating in his fourth start in the big leagues, his 19th or 20th day in the big leagues. And he was absolutely dominant in a way that, you just don't see against major league hitters, where all these Yankee hitters trying to figure out a way to hit that splitter are dropping to their back knee to try to account for the trajectory of that pitch. He was unbelievable, and the Blue Jays just beat the hell out of the Yankee pitching over the weekend. Yeah, it was 2 really ugly days.
Buster, how much do you think this is? They just haven't seen him before. I mean, because you're not wrong. I mean, his splitter was disgusting. I mean, I think he had 8 strikeouts on the splitter. Is this just they haven't seen him and he took advantage of that, or is just his stuff that nasty?
I think it's a combination of both. I thought there's no question the lack of familiarity, I think, means that they probably went into the game with a plan, but it didn't necessarily apply to what they saw in the moment. And you could see the Yankee players on the bench, on the television broadcast, are talking to each other. They're trying to get a feel for what the guy's doing, but they're just not. I can't remember. Hunter Pence and I did Baseball Tonight last night, and I asked Hunter. I said, "How many pitchers have you seen with a splitter that has that kind of trajectory, which is directly over the top, and it drops that far down, that quickly, that late?" And he was struggling to come up with a name. It's just such an unusual pitch, and I'm sure if they saw him 2-3 times, then at that point you probably come up with a game plan. You walk to the plate. Okay, this is when you spin on the pitch. This is when you don't. So between not having any background of facing the guy and how absolutely devastating that pitch is, that they just look like they had no chance. There is that statistic, that the pitching ninja started called the sword, which is sort of those half swings, flailing. I was texting back and forth with Rob Friedman, the pitching ninja, last night. He said, boy, this guy's inventing a new statistic. You could call it bend the knee because of all the Yankee hitters who were dropping down to their back leg. 4 guys in the first inning, and it happened again and again and again. In fact, they had 31 swings last night against him, 18 misses. And that percentage, 58% missed swings on those 31 swings, that's the highest for any postseason game since they started tracking that data in 2008.
Unbelievable. So, Buster, game 1, they got blown out, but I thought, okay, this is clearly not their front line starting pitching, and Toronto, was great, and I gave them a lot of credit. I assume Max Fried on the mound in game 2, it would look very different. It looked worse.
Yeah.
I mean, game 2 with Max Fried, who was lights out in game 1 of the wild card round, looked worse than it did in game 1 of this series. I mean, how do you put your finger on this? Like, Fried has been brutal up in Toronto this year, right? I mean, how do you have any positivity if you're a Yankees fan other than the venue is switching starting tomorrow night?
Right, and I think that's exactly right, that you hope that, and the fact that it's a short series. You win game 3 and all of a sudden the conversation changes, but Max Fried just got lit up last night. And look, I mean, he was terrible. Aaron Boone acknowledged after the game that his command wasn't at its best. Hunter felt like his stuff was still really good, but, man, they were on everything to the point that I'm sure that the Yankees are asking questions coming out of that game like, okay, what is he giving away? How is he tipping pitches? How were they on everything that he threw? He would throw a breaking ball, 75-mile-per-hour curveball, they were on it. He was throwing his fastball 95 miles per hour, they were on it. And even after he left the game, they were on everything that Will Warren was facing. The idea that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. would get to that fastball 96 miles per hour in off the plate, he had to have been anticipating it. And why was that? Like, I'm sure that, all the pitching minds that the Yankees have in their organization last night were trying to figure out what happened. And I do think we got to give credit to the Blue Jays offense, which is really underrated because they don't hit home runs in the volume that the Yankees do. They don't have the future Hall of Famers necessarily that the Dodgers do. But it's a team that led the majors in on-base percentage. They had the lowest strikeout rate in baseball. They constantly come at you. By putting the ball in play, better than any other team. And so they're a very good offensive team, and Max Fried had a terrible game.
Buster only joins us here on the show. Buster, to that point, I think during the telecast last night, they were just talking, it was Christian Kirk's at bat, where they were like, this team just refuses to strike out. Like, they will find a way to get the ball in play to get that run in, and that's exactly what he did. Now, I mean, with the people that you talk to around baseball, how connected you are, those two different philosophies. Yankees hit a ton of home runs, but will strike out. Like, where are we in Major League Baseball? Like, what percentage of teams do you believe are more in line with how Toronto's building their team as opposed to what the Yankees do?
So I think generally speaking, front offices absolutely focus on, the 162 games. How can we be most effective over 162 games? Hitting home runs is the backbone of that philosophy. But in the postseason, I wish I had the numbers in front of me, but basically since 2016, it's remarkable how often the teams that put the ball in play are the teams that move through the postseason. I mean, it's extraordinary. It's not a surprise. The Astros teams, that have obviously had a lot of success, they were another team that, they generally speaking struck out less than other teams, put the ball in play more. And that's especially important when you get to October because in theory, maybe not last night with Max Fried and Will Warren, but in theory, you're facing the best pitchers. And so, you do wonder. I mean, when you start with a lineup with, two guys who are going to swing and miss a lot in Stanton and Judge, and you sort of build around those guys, that's going to be some part of your offense. So you're probably never going to get away from completely.
Are we going to see a change? Like Ben Rice has looked awful in this two games. Luke Weaver has looked awful in this postseason. Are we going to see like a little change where the Yankees admit, like, okay, tie game 1-1, seventh inning, it can't be Weaver, and maybe potentially take Rice out of the lineup, or you think they're going to roll with their guys?
It'll be interesting. It's going to say a lot. I think, how exactly Boone is feeling about Rice. I mean, he obviously took great swings in the Red Sox series. He did not look good in these two games. Being a young player, maybe it's the case where facing two pitchers who rely so much on splitters, maybe it's very specific to that. It is interesting when you look at the history of Shane Bieber, who starts Game 3 for the Blue Jays against the Yankees. He's had a ton of success against them up and down. Like, there's no one in that Yankee lineup who has a history where they can go as Judge and Stanton could before Game 1 against Kosman and say, yeah, I've done a lot of damage in the past. They don't have anybody. So I do wonder if, just for the sake of stability, and obviously Paul Goldschmidt is a better defender than Ben Rice, if you say, you know what, let's go with the experience in this moment. Or, maybe you just figure, well, Ben Rice just had a couple bad days in Toronto. But I think with Weaver, it's different. I mean, when Weaver's coming out and saying after his performance in Game 1, I don't feel right, I don't feel the same, that would be absolutely eyebrow-raising. And you've seen the results in the field. I mean, he looks like a shell of himself compared to what we saw last year, and they're just going to have to try other guys. I mean, we went into the postseason looking at the Yankee bullpen as the great X factor, right? Because all year There were periods when they could be good, and then there were periods when not only were they bad, but they were really, really bad. And that certainly has been the case with Weaver. And they're going to have to, guys are going to have to step up. Different heroes have to emerge.
All right, Buster, I'm just going to ask you flat out. The Yankees still have a chance in this series or no?
I think they do because of the short series. And as I say, you win a game 3 and all of a sudden the conversation changes. I mean, back in the day when I covered the Yankees, I remember, I think it was in 2001, they face Oakland. They look terrible early on. We're all writing about the end of the Yankee dynasty, and then they come back and win, and they rise their heads up. But that was a group of players that had so much success in the past. I just think in the short series, momentum changes so quickly. I mean, we thought going into that Detroit and Seattle game last night, like Detroit wins that game 2 with Skubal on the mound against the Mariners. That series feels like it's over, especially with Skubal coming back in game 5. But Seattle wins one game, and all of a sudden their worldview totally changes. If the Yankees go out, have a good game, knowing that Toronto's got to start an opener in game 4, that could change. I mean, obviously the one thing if you're the Blue Jays is that you're coming back to Toronto, where this year you have pummeled the Yankees. You have won 8 out of 9. If the Yankees are going to win the series, they have to win a game in Toronto, and that's been something that has absolutely eluded them all year.
So, I mean, how about your Vikings yesterday morning, huh? Did you get to watch that?
I did. I watched every snap of that game. Carson Wentz making a beautiful throw at the end. I love the fact that, they have a great culture there, and when Addison, misses a walkthrough, they discipline him. He doesn't play in the first quarter. Justin Jefferson yells at him, and they figure out a way to win. Look, they're not a great team, but they figured out a way to win.
Look at you breaking down baseball, breaking down the NFL. You're a jack of all trades, Buster Olney. So I hear you're traveling tomorrow morning and can't join us. So let me just tell you, I'm going to miss you terribly, but I guess we're going to chat on Wednesday morning, right?
That sounds like fun.
All right.
Absolutely.
Buster, safe travels, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday morning. Thanks as always.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, there you go. Buster Olney. Breaking it all down for us here.
All of it. Buster's more than capable of hosting a sports show. It doesn't have to be baseball.
He has done so in the past.
He's covered pigeon racing.
I know.
Milks cows, makes bagels.
Got it all on lockdown.
I mean, he is a man of many talents.
So Luke Weaver out of this like high leverage situations, right?
I would think so, yeah.
Which then so now where do you go?
Where do you go?
Where do you go? I mean, it's not like you have a bevy of choices.
Well, you got Cruz.
Yep.
Well, you got Hill for the lefties. You got
You got
Bednar,
Devin Williams.
Obviously. You got Devin Williams. You got Bednar.
Yeah. All right. So you got Hill for the lefties.
I mean, at this point, at this point, through the first 2 games, you're not really worried about it because you're getting throttled.
You're getting pummeled, correct?
Right. So
absolutely pummeled through these first 2 games.
But he's not wrong. I mean, everything can change.
It does. We've seen it in the past.
Right. Like, I mean, how you would try to sell this to your team is, or if you're one of the leaders in the team, is, Toronto did exactly what Toronto was supposed to do. That's it.
Yeah, but they made it look
different
than it was supposed to look.
Listen, I understand that.
Right. If you're selling it to your team, that's what you say.
Guys, you can't feel great about it.
Hold home serve, right?
Right, but I would also say, hey, we win game 3. Rodon goes out there, pitches well, we win game 3. They're going to have an opener in game 4, right? We take care of our business in game 4.
Yep.
And what are the chances that Max Fried, even though we struggle to win in Toronto, or 1-8 in Toronto, what are the chances that Max Fried has back-to-back starts where he stinks?
Correct. That's right. That's the pitch. I don't know if it's sellable, but that is the pitch. I agree.
Well, I mean, listen, they made it as hard as humanly possible now. 89% of the teams that go up 2-0 win. So, now, I mean, you got your hands full, and you didn't just lose. You got killed.
You got
much as John wanted to pretend like they still had a chance last night. The game was over.
And you know what the thing is? Nobody stands up to him. In a 13-5 game, he's like, one big hit here, guys, and we got a game. No, we do not.
No, I was sending inspirational videos. There was no time for me to start going back and forth.
There's a special place for people like you.
I felt bad that I watched it.
There's a special place for people like you. You have, like, something's wrong with you.
I felt bad that I watched it, and I didn't want to, I couldn't be the only one that watched that.
Yeah, that was appreciated, by the way.
I was taking everyone with me.
Wait, you appreciate that he sent it?
That's sarcasm, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen, I don't know if RJ
has strong opinions about Marvin Harrison Jr. I came across that, And I watched it, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel good about that. I was the only one that watched that. I need to make sure everyone else.
You want to share your.
The irony is Marvin Harrison had a pretty good start yesterday, and then
the Cardinals might have had the worst loss.
No, I don't even want to talk about it. Can we save that to around the league?
Yeah, we'll go around the league. We're going to spend a lot of time on that.
I've never seen anything like that.
That was unbelievable.
I don't know how these coaches do it.
If I was a coach and you just let the ball go at the half-yard line, I would cut you. Marshall Faulk, I don't care who you are. You cannot do that.
It would be a team rule. If that happens, the second it happens,
everyone gets to beat you. They tie you up on the goalpost and we beat you.
They give you the private pile treatment?
You're taking off all your stuff and you're done. You're cut.
Right.
Second you make that decision, you're cut.
That's right. And you should probably be banned from the NFL. Why can't you cross the goal line?
And the best is like the guys on the sideline, like try to, hey, I'm sure he was apologizing, but like, hey, don't worry, we got you.
Yeah.
You don't though. You don't. That flipped the entire game.
Well, and also the concern, and I know we don't spend a ton of time on the Cardinals. They get the ball back, right? They have the ball. They have the lead 2.5 minutes to go, and they're like, no. Now we're going to just run the ball with an undersized running back.
Right.
God forbid you put the ball in Kyler Murray's hands.
Or then we're going to have an interception that we then fumble and then kick directly into the end zone.
All right, let's break. Come back. Jets stink on the table. Giants stink on the table. Yankees this weekend stunk. Also on the table. Choose your own adventure. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win with FanDuel, any play can be play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get it on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Peter to bet on the game. The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win with FanDuel, any play can be play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get it on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 or over and physically present in New York. Option required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable profit boost token. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
All right, now, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We're going to go around the league at 7:45. Raymond's going to take us on a tour around the league.
Yeah, Raymond's Day's Monday.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Well, he's in a good mood.
Has he given you a hard time at all?
How could he give me a hard time? What
do you mean? If your Jets beat his Cowboys yesterday, you would be unrelenting today.
That's right. Yeah, but then you actually watch the game, and you're like, there was no, come on.
So what do you mean, how could he give you a hard time?
Well, because I think he sees as a friend how I'm struggling. I dressed up as a sailor today because I like to sail away from my problems. And he doesn't want to really, hammer home how bad my team is.
Can I be your first mate?
Yeah, you can be my first mate.
That'd be great.
At this point, I mean, outside of the weather, obviously, which is nice. We got that going.
It's going to be good. You laugh, but if we don't have the weather, what do we have?
I would rather just it rained all day and I just,
well, of course,
cuddled up in my bed and didn't have to do anything.
I understand that.
That's what I'd like to do right now.
RJ, how's my energy today?
Oh, it's as good as energy gets.
Really?
It's high level energy.
So after last week's debacle, where I was mocked and criticized days after my poor performance on Monday, today I'm not going to get to Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday of this week and be like, Monday's show, you weren't very good?
Not at this rate, no.
Okay.
Not at this rate.
But I could turn it around.
You already have. Listen, big ships turn slow, is what I hear.
Very slowly.
Not for you though. You turned that thing right around.
See, that sounded like mockery a little bit.
Right? Thank you, Ray.
What are we left with?
If we don't have that, we have nothing right now.
At least you got your Niners win.
Yeah, your team won.
Yeah, but the team he really cares about this time of year did not.
Big ships turn slow.
See, here's the interesting thing, though, David, is if he was the one hosting the show, how he would react in the same situation. Because you were put in a tough spot. I will defend you here, where you had the excitement of Jackson Dart,
right?
But you also had the disappointment of Malik Neighbors and the Mets.
That's right.
So in order to stay true to yourself, how could you come out here with all this crazy energy?
What are you, his parrot?
Yes.
It's exactly his exact message. You guys go over this? Is this scripted?
No. He just has respect for me.
How dare you? We believe in horizontal striping, okay? That's what we're all about.
And rather than say anything in the heat of the moment, be like, Dave, listen, energy, lacking, not great, give me more. No. Our game plan, we'll wait till Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll give it to you.
Listen, I thought it would get better. It kept getting worse. Yeah. I thought it would get better.
Oh, my. It's just getting worse. You said he was not bad. Now it's just it was so bad.
Right now it's so bad it just kept getting worse.
I go back to that day. I mean, listen, the depression.
So why did you not say, Dave, you're not good?
I didn't
wake up.
I didn't think you weren't good. I thought your takes and your opinions were good. I just thought you were beaten down, but not today. Not today.
But why? But again, I go back to it. Why not say, Dave, you have no energy. Give me energy.
I don't know if you could handle
8 o'clock, 2 hours in. You couldn't have said that to me?
In the moment, I'm not sure you can handle it.
Oh, I could handle it.
I don't know.
And you thought the next day I'd handle it better.
Listen, if a quarterback throws an interception and gets to the sideline, is that the exact moment for the coach to be like, the offensive coordinator up in the booth, be like, hey, can I speak to Dave? Yeah. What'd you see out there? Well, you stink.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you not to stink.
Well, you could be like Brian Daboll.
But that's what the show is.
Jones and
we've defined, right? When we first started this, we're going to make this a 4-person show. It's not just going to be me and Rick. You guys are equally involved. Check, right? We're going to bring you to the den of honesty. Check. Except when Dave stinks and then we wait 24 to 48 hours.
No, you've earned the benefit of the doubt that it'll improve.
That it'll turn around.
Yeah, you've earned that.
But it was hours in. If you want to say.
That doesn't matter.
Fine. So I get the whole show. I don't want that. If I stink, you need to tell me I stink.
Every ounce of everything I have, and this is the way I'm treated.
Listen, if Patrick Mahomes goes out and has a rough series or two, I don't think Andy Reid's going to light him up on the sideline. You get the benefit of the doubt.
Through 3 quarters, you might say, hey, Patrick, you're awful out there. Give me something.
That seems drastic.
Right, but you might have that one moment, though. You know what I mean? Like, there might be that, like, all of a sudden, with all the stinking and sucking, you just have this epiphany where you have this one, shining moment. But we don't want to take that from you.
Do you want us to be like Brian Dable used to be to Daniel Jones? Is that what you want?
I just want you guys, if I'm bad, I want you to tell me I'm bad.
I thought, despite the energy level maybe being a little sapped, understandably so perhaps, I thought at the end we'd have that moment with Dable and Dart last week coming off the field where we're face-to-face, borderline making out.
Forehead to forehead.
Yeah.
How about this email?
I thought we'd have that.
Vinny D, RJ is always patronizing you, and it's just disgusting. He's the king of wordplay, and I'm horrified by it.
I don't think the king of wordplay.
I like that.
Maybe
king of
cosplay.
wordplay. What are you getting into?
I'm not even sure what that means, actually.
What did you say?
said cosplay?
He was speaking like he knows something.
Hey, he dresses like superhero and goes to conventions.
I don't even know
Oh,
what
that's
that
what that
means.
is. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not even kidding.
What did you think it meant?
I don't know. I just have heard it before.
He thought it was sexual.
Yes.
That has to be the answer, right?
100%.
Because why else would he have said it?
Yeah, it had some kind of sexualness to it.
He heard somebody say it in Canada. He thought it was sexual.
That's right.
That was big in London, Ontario. Big time.
Among other things.
London, Ontario, big for cosplay, eh?
Hey.
Cosplay, is that with a C-O?
Yeah, COS, I think.
I'm gonna Google it. Cosplay.
Those stinking Canadians are going to knock us out badly. Embarrassed us. Yeah, it was a good one. Hey, they crushed us all weekend. Wasn't even close.
Cosplay, it's not slang. I don't even know. I still don't know what it means.
I just told you.
It's a portmanteau.
A what? I don't know if you're looking up the right thing.
I am. Cosplay is not slang. It's a portmanteau of the words costume and play.
Yeah. That's what they
like
say.
you're
dress
playing
up
a
in
role.
Costumes.
So it's like those people that
go to conventions.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's nice. Maybe I'll start to take that in.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think you dressing up in costumes is something that's going to be in your best interest.
No?
No. I think you're
Well,
doing
what do I
exactly
have?
what you meant to. Oh, you got,
Well,
you
really,
got
what
the
do I
show.
have?
You got us.
I got
Ben.
you guys, and I have the Knicks.
You could be a Mets coach.
Should I
Yeah,
get
what
my
happened to the
resume
pitching
in
lab?
there?
I mean, we should ask Buster about that. I mean, you glazed all over the pitching lab all season long. I think you went, how many straight months the same question over and over and over.
You're right. Well, you know what? When we talk to him Wednesday, I'll ask that question. You know what the truth is, and this is on me, obviously. The Mets were not even top of mind. I'm so Yankees focused that I didn't think of
Jeremy Hefner gone. Pitching lab.
Everybody gone.
See ya.
Well, how do you fire everybody but not fire the manager? I'm not saying the manager should be fired, but how do you fire everybody and just keep the manager?
That's a great question. I think it's just because did the manager really deserve to be fired?
No. But did Jeremy Hefner deserve to be fired?
Probably not. But, I mean, they must have felt like someone needed to pay the price. I don't know if everyone. I mean, we spent all this time talking about how good, like last year especially, how good the pitching lab was. Start of this season when we had the best rotation in the league, how good the pitching lab was. I mean, you slobbered all over it for months.
Yep.
And now, bye-bye. This is the pitching lab or Frankie Montas just stinks?
The Montas stinks.
Is it the pitching lab or did, Clay Holmes just wear down and David Peterson just wear down?
We killed the Mets season, by the way.
And Griffin Canning got hurt. We didn't kill it.
Yeah, we did.
Pete's toss to Senga killed it.
Yeah.
I'm not taking blame for that.
Be able to get just an underhand toss, a nice soft underhand toss.
That's it. Just a little toss.
He can't do it.
Just tap
All right.
it in.
So Jets stink on the table. Giants stink on the table. Yankees stunk this weekend on the table. Cosplay conversation on the table. 1-800-919-3776. We get to your calls. We go around the league. DNR with you. ESPN New York.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, we can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you as we roll along on this Monday morning. Lot to get into. Raymond's going to take us around the league in a moment. Our picks this week. The guys did well on the other side of the glass. RJ, Ray each go 2-1. Rick, you and I each go 1-2. If my calculations are correct, we're all sitting here with the same record. Is that accurate?
I think that's correct.
That's unbelievable.
I should have been 2-1 yesterday. I mean, let's call it what it is.
You definitively should have been 2-1 yesterday.
Definitively should have been 2-1.
That was as bad a loss. I mean, like, if you had taken the Rams against the Eagles last week, that's as bad as it gets. right? Because the only way the Rams don't cover that game is if the Eagles block the field goal and return it for a touchdown.
That's right.
And they do. But yesterday was that's a special loss.
Yeah, special loss on top of the fact that I try to get cute. It was like, you know what? I could use Detroit here, but I'll use Arizona as my survivor. And that completely
you know what? We got to offer a hearty congratulations.
RJ Santillo, yeah.
RJ Santillo, you are the Survivor 2025 champion. Congrats, RJ.
I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank my football teams that didn't lose. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank all of you for losing.
You should actually, in theory, you should be, if you were a good guy, make yourself 0-3 for picking the Jets.
I probably deserve 3 losses for that, yeah. It was terrible. It's a tremendous oversight. I apologize.
And he loved it too.
I did like it. I saw Ray this morning. I said immediately, "I'm sorry, I was wrong." And you knew pretty early too. Well, this one's done. Let's just fold up shop. Like it's from a betting perspective.
Ray's a good human. Really, he's a good man because if the Giants hammered the Jets, I'd be relentless on you.
Yeah, you're a bad guy.
Yeah, but there's some numbers that are like the numbers are shocking. Like some of the stats, like I know sometimes you like the rundown boring. I feel like the Jets portion today would cover your ears, Rick. I suppose.
A rundown. I already read the rundown.
No, I know you did. That's what I'm saying.
But you don't have to hear it again.
But I mean, like to be the first team to have no takeaways through 5 games since turnovers became a stat. Turnovers became a stat in 1933.
Right. So we're approaching 100 years.
Yes.
If we're going to be bad, we want to be historically bad.
Well, they're doing a great job.
Doing a great job is right.
But the man is broken. He apologized in the group chat that we have to pay attention to the Jets for work purposes. He's broken.
Well, I don't think it bothers us as much as it bothers you.
I think it should bother all of us.
No.
I think it bothers on a small level, not nearly as much as you.
No, I'm not bothered at all.
I'm not bothered by it today because, listen, I benefited from it.
No, but why? Like, I don't enjoy it, but I'm not bothered. It's not horrifying to me. They stink. I get that, but why? I mean, like,
no, I know, but you have to.
Why you're bothered.
Well, no, because I mean, I feel bad.
Why?
Because we have to talk about this.
Well, think about this,
right? So, like, I mean, if we were a show where you just watch some highlights and then feel comfortable, having a 4-hour show talking about it, I wouldn't feel bad. But we're a show that prides ourselves on making sure we watch every snap of all these games.
Right.
So, like other cities, like you're doing sports talk in Boston, you got to watch the Patriots. You're doing sports talk in Philly, you got to watch the Eagles. We do sports talk here. You have to watch every Jets game.
And it's
feel bad for you.
I could see why it'd be frustrating because, again, I'm at that game yesterday. I'm watching that game, and from the perspective, I'm rooting against them. I want to win that game. I don't want the Jets to have any sort of success, but I found myself openly saying and questioning, boy, what are they doing?
Yeah, right.
What are they doing right now? Again, my team is winning the game running away. And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, that's an interesting choice of play call. This is what they want to do. Okay, good. Good for me, I guess.
Now, this is troubling.
Oh, no.
It's obvious that the Jets have broken you.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, but even more so than we realized.
Why? What happened now?
Well, this is the dilemma. This is the life I live. I don't know. Do I make this public or do we bury it?
We know where this is going to go. Why are you even asking the question?
I don't know what I'm supposed. RJ, what do you think I'm
supposed
to do?
If I don't know, you got to make it public so I know.
Again, but before you do, I'm going to play a little snippet from last week from you.
Because Rick can do no wrong. You were bad. Great. That's terrific.
We just had this conversation. So
I'm bad right now?
I know you feel away.
Well, I mean, bad. I don't know what we're going to play is going to haunt you. It's going to upset you.
Did I ask Buster a stupid question?
Well, I guess we might as well let the cat out of the bag. RJ, if you would.
Buster only joins us here on the show. Buster, to that point, I think during the telecast last night they were just talking. It was Christian Kirk's at bat.
Yeah, Christian Kirk is in the NFL.
I know. I know Christian Kirk is in the NFL.
Yeah.
I knew when I said it. Yeah, listen, I made a mistake. I apologize.
No, it's okay. But
it's a lot of driving yesterday.
We air the dirty laundry is what we do.
Yeah, if it wasn't the Jets, it was definitely the Cardinals that broke
Former
them.
Cardinals, yeah. It's former Cardinals flashbacks.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk.
The Cardinals broke him.
Yeah, they did break me. I almost broke my TV watching that yesterday.
I don't blame you.
Disgusting.
Could you imagine if you had large sums of money on that game?
No, that's why. It's actually why I said to I turned and said to my wife.
I'm sure someone somewhere did.
This is why I could never imagine betting real money on these games. With how wild this is.
Because this DiMercato fella.
Idiot.
He's like an assassin. All of a sudden, he's going to let the ball go at the half-yard line.
For what reason, though? Well, what is the purpose? You would need to explain to me. Like, what did? Like,
I don't know.
That's your celebration. Like, hey, look at how easy this is. I just drop the football.
No, I'm the coach. Here's the thing. I want you to have the ball in your hands until you hit the white line at the back of the end zone.
I want you to hand me the football.
Yes.
After you score the touchdown.
Never throw it away. But it's an epidemic.
I just don't. But someone would have to explain to me, like what the reasoning is.
I don't know. Because how many times have you seen it? They lost that game yesterday because of that. I think the Colts lost their game last week because of that. The Colts did it last year, Jonathan Taylor in Denver. I think they lost that game because of that. It's not even like you're up 34-7 and you're doing it. Like Leon Lett, as much as we mock that play back in the Super Bowl, that game was over. Guys do this when games are very much in the balance, and it is mind-boggling.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me at all what the reasoning behind it is. Because I got to think that there is, like, who was it? I think it was they were talking about Ferguson. When he scored his first touchdown, he had a whole dance set up, but because it was his first touchdown, like he didn't remember. He forgot to do it because he got caught up in the moment. So the guys had to, like, remind him, hey, this is something, like, make sure that you do it next time. Like, so these guys clearly have ideas of what they want to do. Why is that your thought?
I have no idea.
I've seen it happen. It's been, how many different people, it happens this year. We've seen it already. Why would that be, like, part of how you want to celebrate? Like, take the ball in and then do your celebration.
I don't know. So there's a poll.
So dumb.
Look at this now. How about this? RJ's put a poll up on the YouTube chat.
We have a poll in the chat,
Yeah.
huh?
You want the question?
I would love the question.
Which New York sports team had the worst weekend? Jefferson did that.
Good old Jefferson.
Love it. Is this like a Jefferson concoction?
Could be.
The
That
poll.
we didn't know it was something that was able to be
It's got to
done,
be
and
a
now Jefferson
high-priced, classy poll.
Which New York sports team has had the worst weekend?
Jefferson's out there doing work.
The Yankees.
It's
The
got to be the
Giants,
Yankees.
It's got to be the Yankees.
I'm going to vote. I voted for the Yankees. Oh,
Has to be the
man, now I got to
Yankees.
sign it to Google.
Don't do that. Just, you just
I've got
verbally
numbers
vote.
if you need them.
Yeah, verbally vote.
Yankees 67%.
Yeah. Well, that's
I don't think there's any other answer.
Jets
It's the only
23,
answer.
Giants 10.
I mean, how upset? I mean, granted, it's a terrible loss for the Giants, and it's a game I thought they should have won. But how upset are you going to really be? I mean, they weren't going anywhere.
No. I mean, do I like to be part of history? No, I don't. But, I mean, my team stinks.
Right.
The Yankees, once you beat the Red Sox, they had a real chance to get to the World Series. Now they're down 2-0. And Max Fried just got lit up.
Oh, God, he was brutal.
It has to be the Yankees.
There's no other answer.
No.
Than the Yankees.
How does it feel like? I mean, let me ask you this, because, I mean, you're excited about Jackson Dart, right? And you lost yesterday.
Am I wrong? Like, was he awful yesterday?
No, I don't think he was awful. No, I don't think he was awful. I mean, he takes some shots now. Does it bother you at all? Still watching Daniel Jones just dice teams up or no?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
That ship has sailed?
Daniel Jones and the Giants was not going to work.
No, of course not. I just don't know. It's just good with all the, last year what happened with Saquon and Xavier McKinney.
I know why
now.
you would say that, and it's a valid question, but no, it doesn't bother me. Maybe it should. It doesn't.
No, I don't. I mean,
the only reason Saquon bothered me at all as well is just because he went to Philadelphia. Had he gone to a team that was nondescript, I would have rooted for him.
Well, but I mean, I think the other difference though is that Saquon wanted to come back and you could have kept him. There was never really any, like, Daniel Jones was going to be gone, right? Like, there was never
and he had to be gone.
Right, but there was not a bunch of Giants fans weren't screaming to bring Daniel Jones back.
No. Well, how could you?
Well, you couldn't. You couldn't, but
good for him. Good for him. Good for Shane Steichen. Good. I mean, listen, he went into a really good situation. That's a team that has a lot of talent offensively.
A lot of talent offensively. Tyler Warren's a stud. System that works for him. Yeah, good team.
Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. NLDS action tonight. Dodgers, who had a big comeback win over the Phillies in Game 1, they take on the Phillies again, Game 2 at 6:08. Why? Let me read this, and I have a question for you. And then the Cubs in Milwaukee to play the Brewers for Game 2 at 9:08. You can hear both games right here on ESPN New York. And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Rick, we have to play these games at 6 and 9?
Yeah.
We couldn't go 5-8 or 4-7, 6-9.
I don't think they're worried about our schedule.
Forget about our schedule. How about anybody's schedule?
Yeah, listen, I don't like the 9 o'clock start. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, and I understand they want games in prime time, but 8 o'clock is prime time.
8 o'clock is, 8 o'clock is prime time, but, what about 5 o'clock?
But 6 o'clock is not either.
Well, but it's better. You at least catch the tail end of it.
But do you know what time the Mariners play tomorrow? I think the Mariners play at 3.
Yeah, well, I can't. You have to ask somebody about that. I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't have the 4. Mariners Tigers 4 o'clock tomorrow. Why? Why can they play at 4?
Well, what's the schedule tomorrow? How many games are being played tomorrow?
2.
So it's 4 and what? 7?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. Yeah, I prefer that.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, hold on. What time? Give me the games again today.
6 and 9.
Okay, well, who's playing at 6?
Phillies.
Dodgers.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you why.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, it does not. Well, plus you would think that you'd want to have that.
Wouldn't you want Phillies Dodgers as your like primetime game?
Well, no, you got Monday Night Football tonight too, though. I would probably want that game.
So you think that they put that game earlier so it gets its own? See, the problem is the NFL runs everything.
Right. I would want that game over before football starts.
But it won't even be over before football starts. It starts at 6.
It starts at 6, yeah.
So why would you not start it at 5?
That would be an argument for just starting at 5. Yeah, I don't want to get you putting me in a blender right now. I don't know.
Well,
why.
I'm not trying to. I'm confused, and I'm just.
But you keep asking me as if I could answer the question. How about RJ?
I know
RJ's
you don't have the answers. I'm not blaming or looking for the definitive answer from you.
I would think that there's
I'm having
some
a conversation with a friend.
Right, but I think
with
there
high
is
energy.
A very high energy. I think there is some. I would imagine there's a lot of thought put into this, and they felt like 6 and 9 were the best times tonight.
I guess. Let's go to Subi in Midtown. Subi, you're on ESPN.
Hey guys,
Hello.
The post-game crew said that the Justin Fields is not built for a shootout. Isn't that a requirement in the NFL to be, adjustable? And he can't make sideline throws to Garrett Wilson. That should be a requirement too. And then Rich Cimini said that the Jets had a chance this weekend. I'm going to go full Mark Sanchez on Rich Cimini because, he doesn't have the thought process to say that the Jets are not a good team. He should know that the Jets are not capable of beating the Cowboys. He covers them every week. So when you have him on, tell him that, he has to be on the lookout.
Oh, that's great.
Well, I think that,
We're
when you watch how
Rich
bad
Cimini now.
Right, that's not great. But you watch how bad the Cowboys' defense has been, and you have a quarterback that's mobile, can use his legs. You should be able to run the ball, which you did. Brees was going for over 8 a carry.
Yep.
That you would have a chance. But when you're as bad as the Jets are, and you perform the way they performed at the end of the first half, you had no chance.
And I think we have our answer, right? We know that Justin Fields is not the future quarterback of this team.
No, I don't think so. No, especially with how they're trying to use him. Raymond was texting me yesterday like, I'm shocked he's not using his legs more against my defense.
Yeah, I don't think that was just you. I think that was to everybody.
You had a going up against a team that had 4 starting offensive linemen out.
But
they didn't have the number one wide receiver.
You would have had no idea.
No, of course not, because I got Ryan Flournoy step up and go for over 100.
I know. So they don't have 4 starting offensive linemen. They're all everything wide receiver.
Yeah.
They're another guy who's Turpin, multi-purpose, multifaceted player, and it doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't make any difference because guess what? They had Ryan Flournoy and Jake Ferguson, and Javonte Williams went for $135.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And by the way, Brandon Aubrey, now you're missing stuff. Stop it. Stop it.
They didn't need it. Play the Jets. They didn't need it.
Right.
Dallas certainly didn't play a perfect game. There's things to clean up.
If he came on today and said that to you, you'd lose your mind on him.
No, I have nothing left. Okay?
Yeah,
I have nothing left to give. I have nothing left.
RJ, does Rick need to raise his energy today, or is he doing great?
No, he's been okay. He's angry. You don't have to be happy.
My defense has given up almost 32 points a game. I had 10 more penalties. I had how many? 14 missed tackles. Another fumble. What do I have excited? What do I have to be happy about?
Nothing.
You made our pass rush look good, for crying out loud.
Yeah, right. I got Fowler in the backfield all game long. We're a joke, man. We're just consistently a joke.
There's 32 teams in the
embarrassing.
NFL. 31 of them have wins. You're the only team that does not.
And no takeaways. Yep.
No takeaways.
I'm well aware.
Let's go to D in Queens. D does not like the head coach of the Jets. Good morning, D.
Bro. Listen, I've been calling since last week to say I was wrong. I can say what I'm wrong. Okay? That's it. All right? I did not think that the defense was going to be this atrocious.
How could you?
As for Justin Fields, listen, everyone agrees that their second wide receiver is Breece Hall. Like, listen, my big thing was, and a lot of people, the talent, I said last year the talent wasn't good. The talent never changed. That's part of why I say give Aaron Glenn a little bit of grace, because Joe Douglas is the real bad guy. I said that all last year. And Woody were the two bad guys. And we're seeing this is not a talented team. These are not smart players. They got to go. They got to clean house. As for the Yankees, that's the one joy, because I'm a Mets fan. When that guy was wearing the Red Sox and Mets hat, I knew what that was about, because I've hung out in Boston with Red Sox fans because we both hate the Yankees. And as for the Giants, you guys are actually in a good position, because you need clarity to get rid of this regime. Keep Jackson Dart, and, Scatterboo's going to one day just combust, because that dude's a lunatic. But if at least you get rid of Brian Dable. The Jets, people want to trash the coach. Listen, if Aaron Rodgers is there, they would not be better. It's just a bad team. And on top of it, the coach is coaching garbage. The team is just not talented. Just straight up. This is
You're not wrong, D,
wow.
but the thing that would upset me, and thanks for the call, is that they look worse. Right? I know they're not very good, but
it's the same stuff, though. Right? Like, none of that's been
looks
cleaned
exactly
up.
like it looked under a different regime.
Right. It's not. I mean, a lot of this is not. I think a lot of what's frustrating Jets fans isn't necessarily talent related. Right. It's the penalties. It's the fumbles. It's the missed tackles. It's like it doesn't look good. How many times during the telecast yesterday were they like, it's just bad football? It's not good football. Like, you can't. They just don't have an ability to function like a real NFL team. Like, none of those things have changed yet. And once, even the other day, you feel like you get some momentum. You have a good drive, and Braylon Allen fumbles. And now it's Breece Hall who fumbles. And it's just, the end of that first half was a debacle. A debacle, and you gave yourself no chance to win the football game.
No,
none.
The game was over at halftime.
Yeah, but what pisses me off the most, though, and I've said this to you it feels like a million times, like I'm sick of saying it, is that you got people in charge that made the decision to go with Justin Fields and make him your starting quarterback. And you didn't put the right pieces around him to give him the best chance of actually going out there and doing what you hope, which is resurrecting his career, proving to people that he can consistently throw the football. It's Garrett Wilson, and that's it. It's
right.
Garrett
now,
Wilson.
I don't know if you surrounded him with the right pieces that he would look.
I don't know either,
better.
but at least give him a chance.
Right, but at least you'd have a more defined answer to your question.
Right, like Mason Taylor stepped up yesterday, but they don't have enough. And on top of that, Garrett Wilson had one catch going into the third quarter yesterday?
Well, I feel the very same way about the Giants and what they've done or not done. Is that you have you want to see this kid. You draft a rookie quarterback. You're all excited about him. You have Neighbors, who's wonderful. And then what else? Slayton, who's stealing money. Wandale, who's fine. Theo Johnson. But it's, if you want to show what this kid is, look at what the weapons the offensive line Eli had back in 2004.
Yep.
Far cry from what Jackson Dart and the Giants have right now.
Yeah, right. But, again, I agree with you. They're very similar situation. The only difference is that, well, there's a couple. What doesn't make sense about that whole thing is that, Brian Dable's coaching for his job. I would be shocked, and it would be the wrong move to move on from Aaron Glenn after 1 year. But, you would think that, hey, at some point, as much as Brian Dable loves Jackson Dart, we're going to him. And we want to make sure that we have all the necessary pieces around him to make sure this works. Because if it doesn't, guess who's getting fired? Me.
Well, he's how in the world is he going to keep his job?
I don't think he is. I don't think he's going to keep his job unless Jackson Dart plays great and John Mara doesn't want to make the mistake he made with Daniel Jones, which is all of a sudden now going to year 2 of the new system. That would be it.
The thing to me that's so troubling about the Jets is that, correct me if I'm wrong, this was not supposed to be a rebuild.
Not like this.
Not supposed to be the worst team in the NFL.
No. You just paid Garrett Wilson and Sauce big money. Right? You got Quinnen Williams. Now, not having Quincy and not having Jermaine Johnson are two big losses, but you weren't supposed to be the only team that was winless after 5 weeks. You're 0-5, man.
I know. It's
not
really
one
bad.
takeaway. It's the same mistakes over and over again. Now, I know Dak's playing at a high level, but, I mean, yeah, they had 4 starting offensive linemen out. No CD Lamb, no
Turpin. You saw what
Turpin.
the Chargers look like with the Giants' front four. And I'm not saying that the Jets' front four is what the Giants is, but you saw, the Giants got no sacks yesterday. Same front four. Last week, Joe Alt goes out, and it's Justin Herbert's running for his life.
Right.
How is that possible?
Well, because that's supposed to be a strength of your team.
I know, but how is it possible the Jets get – really, Dak was back there with tons of time all day yesterday.
Right. But, on the other side of that, the Dallas Cowboys had 5 sacks in the first 4 weeks combined.
They were all over Justin Fields. And Justin Fields, the one thing that he's very mobile.
Yeah.
Very mobile, and you couldn't take advantage of it.
Nope.
Well, it's bad. We have very bad football here.
It's bad football. It's not well-coached football. And I think it's also, when you make the decision to do what Aaron Glenn did was, be a rookie coach. Not his fault. They hired him. And then you bring in a rookie offensive coordinator. You have a rookie GM. You bring in a defensive coordinator into a system that you've already seen doesn't necessarily work with the kind of defense that they were running. And, RJ is a great football fan. As far as RJ's father-in-law is concerned, he's the smartest, sports person
yeah, I know. That's just
in the
to get
world.
Under my skin, but I understand.
But, RJ, 2 weeks into the season goes, oof, I hope the same thing doesn't happen here that did in San Francisco with Steve Wilks. And we're like, oh, RJ, tell us more. Well, guess what? Steve Wilks' defense doesn't necessarily work with the personnel that they had in San Francisco and the defense that they were running with Robert Saleh. Oh, by the way, Robert Saleh was the head coach that you just replaced with his players in his system. So, well, what did you expect then? If you've already seen it not work.
Not this.
No, I know not this, but if that's the reality, like the players, Robert Saleh's players don't fit the defense that Steve Wilks wants to run. And you got a chance to you already saw it in San Francisco. Why would you bring it in here then?
Yeah, that's a great question. You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. RJ just whispered in my ear. He said, Aaron Glenn was asked if he might take over defensive play calling duties.
I know that's going to be the thing that everyone says, but I always go back to my first year in Detroit when we struggled on defense too. Our head coach had a lot of confidence in me making sure we get it right, and I feel the exact same way. I have a lot of confidence in Wilks. He's done a lot of great things in this league as a coordinator, and I'm going to allow him to do his job because once things change, then the mentality of everybody starts changing as far as, he can coach. And that's what happened to me. So I have all the confidence in the world in him. I have all the confidence in the world in Tanner and all the confidence in the world in Banjo. I'm going to let those guys do their job.
All right. Listen, I don't think that's an awful answer.
Well, no. It's not the answer that you necessarily want. You're giving up almost 32 points a game.
I get it, but you're going to
worse.
new to your defensive coordinator at 5 games into the season?
No, but I also, when was the last time that Steve Wilks was successful?
It's been a minute.
So, yeah, I appreciate if I'm on his coaching staff, I appreciate the loyalty and the trust and everything else. But at some point, it's going to have to look better than it is.
Well, I think that goes without saying. Yes, you can't keep going out there and getting diced by the opposition.
Right, but I also think you need to recognize, hey, things maybe need to change a little bit. We'll still let Steve Wilks, do his job, but I am a defensive. The reason why I have my job is because I was a really good defensive coordinator.
Well, maybe he could, in conglomeration with Steve Wilks, the two of them could work on it together.
But what's the first thing that happens, though? Brian Dable went through the same stuff, right? We brought you in here to be great, a great offensive mind. And when Mike Kafka struggles, at some point, it's like, hey, Brian, let's get involved here a little bit. That's why you're the head coach.
And when does that start to work?
Listen, we're not in great places right now. Let's call it what it is. New York football right now is in a tough spot.
But at least yesterday, the Giants, I'm watching the game, I'm like, oh my God. They looked competent, they looked functional, they were up 14-3, Dart's making plays, and then they ripped out the rug from under you.
Yeah, well, this is what happens when you turn the ball over 5 times.
Yeah, it's bad.
Consecutively.
It's bad. Yeah, that's that. You know who the last team to do that was?
The Jets?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, look at him! He's alive. The captain is alive.
You're off the ship. I'm telling you right now.
There she blows, Captain.
I hate your face right now. I hate it.
But I'll make you walk the plank if you keep this up.
Ray just said you're gonna make me walk the plank.
Yeah, real funny, Ray. I hope you got sun poisoning yesterday watching that game.
I got very close.
Good. I hope you get sun blisters.
Sun blisters?
Yeah, you jerk.
Wow,
that wasn't appropriate.
Sitting here bombing home from London, Ontario to try to get home to watch that slop.
You're rushing home for this.
For that. Yeah. I woke up, didn't have breakfast, just jumped in the car. Kids, I packed the car the night before. Kids still in their pajamas. Let's go.
You wake your poor kids up at what time did they wake up? 4:30?
Yeah, get in the van. We're out of here. Let's go.
You drove the whole way, right?
We're rolling. No, Cass, she took the steering wheel from me for a minute.
Really?
Yeah, because I was falling asleep. She's like, let me drive for a couple hours.
And she did?
Yeah, she did. She did a great job.
Did she? Oh, that's good.
Well, I wouldn't know. I fell asleep, but yeah, I mean, I think she did a great job.
Well, you have no idea. I mean, you made it home alive, but you don't know if she was great.
I'm assuming she was really good.
How about John Winthrop? I went my entire 30s without the Jets making the playoffs. Will they make the playoffs in my 40s?
That's a good question, John.
Magic 8 Ball says it doesn't look good right now.
I think he's only 43 years old.
Why do you take such joy in this, Raymond?
I'm not taking joy in
this.
this.
Yeah, you are. I can hear it in your voice.
This is not even me with joy. I was hoping I could go around the league and make you feel better.
Why do you tell them you got things to clean up, Ray? Yeah. Why do you really put a roll on this one?
Really hammer it home,
huh? Because that's usually what you do now.
Well, you get offended when I say things like that.
Well,
that certainly didn't play a perfect game. There's things to clean up.
I wasn't trying to offend you when I said that.
Do you know how offensive it is to win a game 40-0 and be like, yeah, you know what, we definitely need to get back to the drawing board.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what.
Rick,
I don't know what.
Can you explain to him why that is such an awful thing to say?
I understand why you feel it was an awful thing to say, but it was a thing that I saw. It was I said what I felt, and I ended up being right.
Oh, forget it. Forget it.
It's because Raymond was looking bigger picture. Raymond doesn't focus on just the
Because you know why? Because he's a football purist.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
It's the game inside the game. He's got bigger plans for his
well,
football purist.
Ray, are you ready to go around the league?
Yeah, I'll try my best for you.
Take us.
It's time to go around the league.
I don't know. Maybe you'll feel a little better if you see the things that happened in the NFL yesterday. So we'll start.
I won't.
We'll start in England. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England. Vikings beat the Browns 21-17. Minnesota takes the lead with 25 seconds left to play thanks to a 10-play, 80-yard drive capped off by the Jordan Addison touchdown catch. First ever game-winning touchdown with under a minute remaining in regulation or in overtime of an international game. Carson Wentz comes back from the left shoulder injury, goes 9 of 9 on that drive, caps off a fourth quarter where he doubled his passing yards. Vikings improved to 5-1 in international games. That's second most wins behind only the Jaguars with 7. Justin Jefferson gets 7 catches for 123, and that gives him 7,881 yards. Why is that significant? Because he surpasses Jerry Rice and Calvin Johnson for third most receiving yards by a player in his first 6 seasons in the NFL. Only Randy Moss and Torrey Holt have more. Dylan Gabriel, his debut, manages to complete only 39% of his passes to his wide receivers. This is the first of 3 games to be played in the UK this season.
I mean, listen, it was a competitive game. It was an exciting game towards the end. Minnesota, I think, needed to win that game to keep, some realistic playoff hopes alive. They did. I mean, when McCarthy comes back, I think they're going to have a real decision on their hands if they're going to move on from Carson Wentz and play McCarthy. But, Vikings did what they had to do. And if you're a Browns fan, I think you have to be pleased with I didn't think Gabriel was terrible yesterday in that game.
No, but they had every opportunity, though, man. Like, their defense gave them plenty of opportunities down the stretch there to find a way.
But they stink.
I mean, Minnesota misses the field goal, and they have, how many opportunities? Like, hey, just let's put together a couple first downs here. And then I got to listen to them talk about Carson Wentz's throw like it was like the greatest throw in the history of throws.
Well, the wide receiver was wide open.
Yeah, but it's like, only Patrick Mahomes makes throws. Like, come on, man. I mean, Addison's wide open over there.
I'm not going to let you sit here and disparage Kenny Albert.
Cleveland's defense is legitimate.
Oh, they're very good.
Yeah, very good. Now, Minnesota's all banged up. They benefit from being there for back-to-back weeks. Dylan Gabriel in his first start. Brian Flores is great against rookie quarterbacks. But I don't necessarily disagree with you. I definitely think, he did not look overwhelmed in his first start. And that's not easy, right? You're traveling, overseas to play in your first NFL game. I can't imagine, like, the preparation is very easy to deal with in that spot, going up against a really good defense. But, good for Carson Wentz. He found a way. I'll be interested to see what they do at that position once JJ's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers beat the Dolphins 27-24. Bryce Young throws a go-ahead 4-yard touchdown pass to backup tight end Mitchell Evans with 1:59 remaining. Rico Dowdle runs for 206 yards in a score. Carolina overcomes a 17-point first-half deficit. Dowdle starts for Chuba Hubbard, and he easily, that's his career high in yardage. Only 5 yards away from D'Angelo Williams' franchise record. The Panthers are actually 2-0 at home this season. Congrats to them. Dolphins have allowed at least 150 yards on the ground in 4 of the first 5 games. That's 239 more that they let up yesterday. And, well, this is not really relevant to the outscore, but a big first half for Darren Waller with 78 yards and a touchdown.
What's the outscore?
You have to ask Raymond.
I don't know.
He's just
That's the sun poisoning.
He's just making up words now.
Yeah, watching Darren Waller just light up these defenses is really it's a very special treat. Neither of these teams are very good football teams. Although I will say Carolina offensively does have some talent. Right, McMillan looks like he's good. I think Hubbard / Dowdle are talented. But overall, it was a competitive game. I picked the Panthers. It's the one game I won this week, but yeah, it's not an overly attractive football game.
Did you see the video of Mike McDaniel walking off the field last night or yesterday? No. Oh my God! Like he just looks like just a beaten man.
They're bad.
Well, they're not good. And then on top of it,
that he's kind of dead man walking here.
Well, and on top of that, I mean, their last drive, Tua has Waddle. I mean, Waddle's open, and Tua kind of like is fading back and throws the ball, ends up being high, and then he gets sacked, and then the game's over. But I mean, he makes that throw, and all of a sudden there's a real chance they go down the field. But I mean, again, they're 1-14, and I did, by the way, in my guillotine league, pick up Darren Waller. Hello.
That's well done by you.
Very nice.
We're actually kind of on the chopping block. I think we're going to be fine, Joe Betts and I.
Yeah.
But if it's not the team that's in last, it will be us.
Well, I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, Joe Betts, swears that the guy's name is Juan Jennings. So, I mean, do you deserve to be in the guillotine league still?
Well, and also he forgot about waivers this past week.
What do you mean? How do you forget about waivers?
Oh, you weren't here for this?
No, he wasn't here for that.
So I texted him on maybe Wednesday. I said, "What's going on with waivers? I haven't heard from you." He goes, "Yeah, I forgot." And I was like, "This is great. This is my partner."
He's actually fortunate that it was only a text, because if you did that in person, you might have strangled the guy.
I would. I mean, what kind of ownership is that?
Well, how do you have a name, Joey Betts, and you forget when the waiver? I mean, when waivers are.
It's his real name.
He's gonna do the 11 o'clock. When Joe Wiz is out, Joey Betts will take it right over.
That makes perfect sense. I mean, his last name is Betts.
Yep, he's got to be a gambler. All right, continue, Ray.
Texans destroy the Ravens 44-10. C.J. Stroud lighting up that banged-up defense with 244 yards, 4 touchdowns, completes 85% of his passes. Everything was working for Houston. They get 167 yards on the ground. This might be rock bottom for Baltimore. 1-4 for only the second time in franchise history going back to 1995. 34-point margin of defeat is the second worst in the John Harbaugh era. Baltimore is 4-11 without Lamar Jackson, 0 for their last 5.
Now, here's the concerning thing. No Lamar, you know the offense is going to take a hit. That makes sense. The defense is awful, and Houston's offense is awful. So how you could not have real concern about what's going? We asked Mel last week, Mel, concerned 1-3? Don't no, it'll be fine. Long season. How could you not be concerned about what Baltimore is right now?
Well, I think you have to be concerned. I mean, on top of that, Derrick Henry ran the ball for 33 yards yesterday. Cooper Rush had 3 picks. I mean, you're right. The defense is a real problem to the point where they're asking John Harbaugh, hey, I mean, what are we doing? Are you firing your DC or what? Because the defense is that bad. They're also banged up. I think the only reason that Mel probably said what he said is, I think emotionally, he's attached to them because he's a Baltimore Ravens fan. And then when you look at their division, right? I mean, Cleveland.
Right. Cincinnati stinks. Cleveland's a non-concern, and Pittsburgh may not be as well. But you're putting yourself in a position where it's going to be hard to win the division.
Well, of course, but I mean, I think when push comes to shove, I mean, Raymond gave you the stats. What they are without Lamar Jackson. You still have, an MVP that when he gets back, I mean, he's going to make it look a lot better than it did yesterday.
Yep.
Got another blowout in Indy. Colts 40, Raiders 6. You keep waiting for Daniel Jones to come back to earth, but it's not happening. Another efficient turnover-free game. 20 of 29 for 212 and 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor adds 3 touchdowns. Jones has won 4 games as the Colts quarterback, more in 5 weeks than he did in his last 16 starts over the last 2 years with the Giants. Colts convert 2 INTs, a blocked punt, and a turnover on downs, all into touchdowns. Miserable day for the Raiders, who have lost 4 straight.
This is a funny email I got from Jake L. Joe Betts is a waste of a good name. Who forgets waivers? More like Joe forgets.
good.
I like that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. They have so much talent offensively. They only allowed 6 points. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Daniel Jones. He played fine, but he wasn't special. He was just capable. And he's always been somewhat capable. But you have Jonathan Taylor there, who's an elite running back, and Tyler Warren, who's already one of the better tight ends in the NFL. He landed in the absolute perfect spot. So good for him.
Yeah, but I think to Raymond's point, though, it's not just – and I think that's maybe why you're not giving Daniel Jones as much credit as some other people. I mean, I got to believe that – I mean, and Dak's playing at this kind of level too, but I mean, a Colts team that's 4-1, Daniel Jones, as efficient as he's been, I mean, if we're giving away MVP votes early on in the season, I think his name is probably mentioned somewhere in that conversation, but it's like their whole team. I mean, Raymond gave you some of the stats. You got a block punt, like all defense is doing their part, special teams is doing their part, and you mentioned all the weapons that they have on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, that's a pretty good recipe to win football games.
It's a great recipe. I think they're pretty well coached. He's been very good, but he's in a position where he can be very good, where he wasn't with the Giants.
Right, but that's the goal. I mean, isn't it? Last time I checked.
Of course it is.
No, the goal is generally you want.
And Gino just turns the football over. I mean, it's just too much.
You want to put your quarterback in a position where he's not having that much pressure on him, and he wouldn't be in that situation with the Giants. Here, this one will make you smile. Broncos beat the Eagles 21-17. Bo Nix, 3 scoring drives on 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. J.K. Dobbins rushes for a 2-yard score. Broncos wipe out a 14-point deficit to hand the Eagles their first loss of the season. So Denver catches a huge break in their rally when Philly had this late 4th down conversion called back on an illegal shift. And this was actually against Saquon Barkley. The Eagles instead forced to punt. Broncos scored what looked like would be a game-tying touchdown with 7:36 left. Nix finds Evan Ingram underneath for a score, but rather than kick the game-tying extra point, Sean Payton goes for 2, and they convert with a try. Nix pass to Troy Franklin. And then down at the end, the Broncos bat down to Jalen Hurts' last-second gasp on the final play. Sends the Super Bowl champions to just their 2nd loss in the last 22 games.
You know, I kept saying they're playing with fire. They're playing with fire, and it's like, oh, they're fine. They're 4-0. They're rolling along, but I don't know, something doesn't look right. Now I'm sure they'll have a get-right game, short week against the Giants, and beat the Giants again when they play in 3 weeks and right the ship. And I still think they're probably the class of the NFC, but, I mean, you give Saquon the ball 6 times rushing? Like, that's – I know they're this defending champions. That's like grounds for firings. Like, how is that even possible? And you blow a 17-3 lead at home? That's a bad loss yesterday for Philadelphia.
It's not a great loss. I mean, Bo Nix was really good in the fourth quarter. The fact that, Sean Payton ends up going for 2 there, I guess, I mean, in that you're on the road, right? I mean, you trust your offense. You're an offensive guy. They make you look smart because they get it done. But I saw an interesting question on NFL Network. Like, are the Eagles paying too much attention to some of the outside noise? Right, like A.J. Brown, it feels like every other week he's got cryptic messages. He's not happy.
Yep.
And then you have a game where you only rush Saquon Barkley 6 times.
How do you do that?
You can't. I mean, that's the point, is you can't. But, I mean, then you got A.J. Brown, who makes a nice double move and is open and kind of stops on his route, and Jalen Hurts overthrows what would have been a touchdown.
The funny thing is A.J. Brown's wasn't really the one who was complaining this week. It's Devontae Smith now who's
right. Everyone. So there's only one football, right? I mean, do we want to win here or we want to get fed? And then the Zach Bond.
For God's sake, shut up.
Shut up and just be happy that you win it. I mean, you were 4-0 going into this game. The Zach Bond penalty is a bad penalty. I can't call that. Guy's reaching for the first down. He comes in late and hits. Come on, man. I mean, we call it that's a penalty. And I don't know how that. I'm not sitting here trying to defend the Eagles. The play on the right sideline, Dallas Goedert. That's not pass interference on the right sideline there.
Very late in the game.
Yeah, he grabs him by the shoulder pad and pulls him. That's not pass interference. What are we doing?
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah, they missed that one. I was watching that one leaving the stadium. Okay.
After your big win.
It's funny because there was a lot of Cowboys fans. And so like
I was going to ask you that. What would you say? What was the percentage?
I think it's close to 50-50, if not more.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, you know what, Rick? I don't even blame the Jets fans.
No, I listen. I give for all the Jets fans that actually showed up. I give you credit.
But like the cheer of the people leaving the stadium as we all were realizing that the Eagles lost, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
I'm glad you guys had a moment.
At least in watching the Giants, I'm like, well, at least I get to watch this young quarterback week after week after week and watch the things he does well and hopefully grow throughout the season. Like, what do the Jets fans have to hang their hat on?
Nothing.
No, you have nothing.
Nothing.
It's cruel is what it is.
All right. Let's go to the chaos in the desert, shall we? Titans beat the Cardinals 22-21. So Cam Ward struggled over the first 3 quarters, but gets it going in the final quarter. He leads 3 scoring drives in the final quarter to overcome a 21-6 deficit. So Cam had more passing yards in the fourth quarter with 193 than he had in the fourth quarter of Tennessee's first 4 games combined. That was only 155. So this game turns thanks to a trio of mistakes by the Cardinals in the second half. First, they're at the Titans 20 with a win percentage of 94.7% according to ESPN Analytics. Kyler Murray wasn't ready for a snap that hit him in the face mask. Titans recover. Murray gets banged up on that play, and then he has to miss the next drive. Then, the Cardinals' win percentage is at 97.1. Amari DiMercado drops the ball just prior to crossing the goal line on what would have been a 72-yard touchdown run.
Right, which makes it 28-6.
Yep, fumble goes out of the end zone, gives the ball back to Tennessee.
But even so, it's still 21-6.
Yep.
Game's clearly over against an offense that can't move the football.
Yeah.
Until they could move the football.
But then they could move the
straight
football
down the field.
Exactly, because it's a touchback. You start at the 20. It's an 80-yard drive. Now the Titans are 21-12. And then finally, Dadrian Taylor Demerson intercepts Cam Ward right there in the end zone. He falls to the ground, and then he fumbles the ball. And Tyler Lockett somehow recovers it in the end zone. That cuts the lead to 21-19.
No, because we looked like the Three Stooges, and they kicked it back into the end zone for a touchdown.
Basically.
Right.
So the Titans snap their 10-game losing streak.
One guy he slips and almost does a full split and kicks it.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I've never seen anything
when
like
it happened, I was like, let's go. Because you took the Cardinals to cover, and that brought it underneath the number. But then in a Survivor, I actually took Arizona, a different one that we do at work. Right. And I was like, oh no. And the play calling on that last drive for Arizona was embarrassing. It was so they have 1st and 10 at their own 30. They run for a yard. They run for 2 yards, and they run it again for 2 yards. They punt it away, and they basically said, we don't believe Cam Ward can drive into field goal range and get a game-winning field goal. And they were wrong. And they didn't just drive into field goal range. They drived into range that if they wanted, they would have scored a touchdown. Yeah. But they taken
Calvin
knees,
Ridley on the right side.
and they took a chip shot field goal. Shame on the Cardinals. What a disgusting loss that is.
Yeah, I believe they had a first down, and then they went 2-yard run, no gain punt.
Yeah, awesome.
Great.
So Cam Ward had color for commentary last week. Well, what do you got this week on getting your first win, Cam?
Finally get a win, finally know what it feels like. But we all know we got a new team next week. Play against a very talented Raider team, and we just got to try to go in their place and win.
Think the Cardinals can beat the Raiders?
The Raiders stink right now. I mean,
do I think the Cardinals? That's
Cardinals, the Titans. I'm sorry, the Titans.
Oh, Cardinals.
Yeah, because he says against the Raiders. I don't know.
Titans, Raiders.
Titans, Raiders.
Cardinals.
Correct.
Titans, Raiders, yeah.
We're doing well here. Lions 37, Bengals 24. David Montgomery comes back to Cincinnati. This is a nice story. Runs for a touchdown, throws for 1 on a trick play. He rushed for 64 yards on 18 carries, had more than 20 relatives and friends in attendance, including his older sister, who was paralyzed in a car crash in February 2024. So that's a nice story. Jared Goff throws for 3 touchdowns. Lions win 4 in a row after that opener in Green Bay. So that's their 3rd straight season starting 4-1. First time they've done that in franchise history. The Bengals have dropped 3 straight by a combined total of 113-37 since Joe Burrow suffered that toe injury in Jacksonville. Cincinnati trailed 28-3 late in the 3rd before Jake Browning threw a pair of touchdown passes to Jamar Chase. Chase had 6 receptions for 110. Bengals fall to 6-11 since the start of 2020 without Joe Burrow as their starting quarterback. They've scored 18.5 points per game in those games. With Joe Burrow, they're 40-30-1 in that same span, and they score 25.3 with him.
The Bengals are awful. And I think you and RJ had that game, and you were right. Although it did get a little spread-wise, a little bit.
I thought Detroit was going to blow the cover at the end of that game.
Dicey late stages, but I mean Detroit. Remember after Week 1 when Green Bay just really kind of humiliated Detroit? It was they lost Aaron Glenn and they lost Ben Johnson, and they're not the same. Well, they look pretty darn good 5 weeks in. I think you could have the argument that this is the best team in the NFC right now, and there wouldn't be a lot of pushback. They have their defense is different than it was last year because they're healthy. Hutchinson is back, and offensively they're the same dynamic team that they've always been. And at what point, because we just won't go here, do we look at Amon-Ra and say he is on the level with the other elite receivers in the NFL?
I think it's okay to say that.
You have to be able to say it, right?
You said that to me last week. I thought you were going to ask the different question at what point if you're Cincinnati, Jake Browning stinks.
He's bad.
We got to figure out what we're doing with this position right now because it's just every game it's 3 interceptions. It's just too much. And Raymond's like, the cover's getting sketchy until he takes a safety.
Jamar Chase had 3 tackles and didn't play a down of defense or special teams yesterday?
Joe Burrow might be worth like 17 points on this.
At least. Jake Browning stinks.
He's very, very bad.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's stock is going up by not
You
playing.
get him in a couple weeks. That could be a win for your Jets.
We'll see. Who knows?
Well,
we'll be the only team that doesn't turn him over.
Remember, he said he'd be willing to sacrifice
27 of 31 for 311.
Yeah.
Remember, he said he'd be willing to sacrifice you if he could get a quarterback like Joe Burrow.
No,
Oh,
Joe,
yeah.
I said
So that
Joe
was- that
Burrow,
was- that
not
was
like
real
Joe
classy.
Burrow. I said Joe Burrow.
This is true.
And then you know what I do? I'll take your dead body, I'll put it on my sailboat, and I'll dump you right in the ocean.
Oh, my.
Yeah, so no one will ever know.
Now,
Yeah, right.
Now we're an episode of Sopranos. Great.
And I got to make sure I pierce your lungs so you sink.
Oh, is that right?
How do you know that?
I think it was
Why
on a
do you
show I
know
watched.
that? Be honest. Be honest.
Well, no, because the show.
Have you
I
killed
was-
people before?
No, that show Hightown I was telling you about.
Uh-huh.
They get themselves in trouble because the guy doesn't dispose of the body right, and it doesn't sink. It comes up. I think
You
they
heard it.
mentioned
You heard it here. Rick has disposed of bodies
You
before.
got to pop
If-
the lung.
RJ, I want you to make note of this. If I ever go missing, I want him the first one to be discussed.
That was it's probably the darkest comment ever made on the
He
show.
knows a lot
There
about
have
how
been
to
some dark
dispose of
comments.
bodies.
I don't think there's been a direct reference to how you make a body disappear on the show.
No, yeah, I said.
Well,
sink,
now there
yeah.
has.
Hey, have you watched the Jets lately, RJ?
This
Just
is where
basking
this
in
is
your
where the
Mac
Jets
Jones.
lead him. This is where the Jets lead him.
Asking Buster questions about Christian Kirk. I'm broken.
I'm sorry.
I'm broken.
I'm sorry.
At least it wasn't a minute and 11-second question.
I'll be as miserable as Dan Grassa soon. Is that what you
wow.
want?
Okay, this is what we're doing now.
Is that what you want?
Well, what's the next game?
Moving on. Commanders go to L.A., beat the Chargers 27-10. So Jaden Daniels is back from his knee injury. Slow start puts Washington in a 10-0 hole, but defense forces a second quarter fumble, and the Commanders reel off 27 unanswered. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt scores 2 touchdowns. Daniels goes 15 of 26 for 231 and a touchdown in the final minute. Helps the Commies win for the first time on the road. Chargers were one of the least penalized teams in the first 3 weeks. Then they were sloppy against the Giants last week. They had 15 penalties, 10 more on Sunday. This is the first time a Jim Harbaugh-coached NFL team, I want to specify, NFL team, has had 10 penalties and multiple turnovers in consecutive games. Justin Herbert sacked 4 times, spent a large portion of this game on the run.
I don't know that I've ever, I'm sure I have, but I can't really think of it. I don't remember a game that turned so quickly on like 1 or 2 specific plays. So Chargers are up 10-0.
Yep.
They're moving for more. They had Quentin Johnson, which is going to be a first down. He fumbles. Washington winds up punting the ball away. McConkey returns it for a touchdown. There's a rough in the kicker. All of a sudden, they take that and turn it into points. And from that moment on, dominated the rest of the game.
Yeah, that was it. And then, I mean, when they finally got back down to score a touchdown, it ends up getting intercepted.
Right. And then Hampton got hurt, and now he left the stadium in a walking boot, so you have concern about that moving forward.
I will say, though, as I was trying to pick my games, I was considering Minnesota.
I love the Chargers in that game yesterday.
I went with the Chargers. My only concern, right, it was screaming like the 2.5 was like just they want you to take the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Was I was reading an article that this was Jaden Daniels' coming home party.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was gonna have all his friends and family at the game, and I was like, does that
But for the
concern
first
me a little
25 minutes, they looked dreadful.
Right, and I was like, no, you know what? It's Chargers, tough loss against the Giants. Jim Harbaugh, they'll bounce back. And nope, they did not.
That was not good.
This game was a barn burner. You go to Seattle. Buccaneers beat the Seahawks 38-35. Chase McLaughlin hits a 39-yard field goal as time expires. So Tampa Bay scored a game-winning touchdown with 59 seconds left in Week 1, a game-winning touchdown with 6 seconds left in Week 2, and a game-winning field goal with no time remaining in Week 3. That's the first team in NFL history to have each of their first 4 wins of the season come on a game-winning score in the final minute. Baker Mayfield, 29 of 30. What's that?
That's what Baker Mayfield does now.
Yeah, he's Captain Comeback.
He really is. 29 of 33, 87.9% completion percentage, 379 and 2 touchdowns. Sam Darnold, 28 of 34, 82.4 completion percentage for 341 and 4 touchdowns. This is the first time in NFL history opposing quarterbacks each record 325 and complete over 80% of their passes. Darnold's day was undone by that late interception he threw to set up the game-winning field goal. This game featured a streak of 7 straight touchdown drives. It's the longest streak of consecutive touchdown drives with a minimum of 1 play in any game since 1984. Teams combined for 53 points in the second half, the most of any half this season.
That was, I think, far and away the most entertaining football game yesterday. I mean, up and down the field, great quarterback play. Ibuka is an absolute star.
Well,
Baker,
so is
like you
Njibba.
mentioned. Baker's, transformed himself. He's one of the best quarterbacks in football. Darnold played well, right? Njibba is a real weapon offensively there for Seattle. Not a ton of defense in that game, but also remember, Tampa Bay shorthanded. Right? Offensive line is not healthy. No Mike Evans. To go on the road and beat Seattle, a good football team in a really tough place to play, it's a big-time win for the Bucs.
Well, no Bucky Irving either.
Right.
Right, like their offense kind of took that next step last year when Bucky Irving kind of burst onto the scene. So you got him. You mentioned some of the offensive line injuries, and you got Emeka Egbuka, who right now, man, I mean, I know he was RJ loved him. We all loved him coming to the draft. This guy is a stud, and it just speaks
to star.
But it speaks to the depth that they have offensively. I mean, me and you were sitting here complaining about what we have with the Jets and the Giants. Look what Tampa's got.
Right. Godwin's not even healthy. Evans is out, and no problem.
No
problem whatsoever.
Yeah, no Bucky. They got Rashad White. They got Egbuka. They got
no problem. Same with the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Cowboys, no offensive line, no number one receiver, no number three receiver.
Though.
No problem.
It's the Jets defense also. But, I mean, Sam, great game. That one big mistake at the end leads to all of a sudden a huge win for huge win for Tampa on the road.
Yeah, going 4-1, right?
Sunday Night Football. Patriots 23, Bills 20. New England led by 10 in the fourth before the Bills came back to tie the game. But a game-winning field goal by, wait for it, Andres Borregales.
Oh, yeah.
With 20 seconds left.
Sexy.
Drake May passes for 273. No touchdowns, no picks, but big game for Stephon Diggs coming back to Buffalo. 10 catches, 146 yards. He had 101 last week against the Panthers, so he's the first Patriots player with a consecutive 100-yard receiving games within the season since Julian Edelman back in 2019. The Patriots' first win versus an opponent 4-0 or better since back in 2018. First time over 500 multiple games into the season since 2022 for New England. They are 2-0 on the road, matching number of road wins in the entire 2024 season. Bills' loss snaps a 14-game home win streak. They were one shy of tying the longest streak in franchise history, and the Bills joined the 4-0 Eagles, previous 4-0, I should say, as teams to lose at home on Sunday, first day in NFL history to feature multiple teams 4-0 or better losing at home.
That was a phenomenal performance from Drake May, and very well might be, if he turns into a big-time quarterback, his coming-out party. I mean, he made some incredible throws on the run. They were talking about during the broadcast, don't let him roll to his right and throw the ball because he's throwing dimes on the run. I mean, he hit Douglas a couple times as his feet are kind of like dangling on the sideline and he's fading out of bounds. Diggs was sensational. I thought the Patriots defense played really well containing Josh Allen. I didn't think Allen was great last night, but that's a big-time win for the Patriots. Good for them.
It's a huge win. It's a sloppy game. I mean, call it what it is. I mean, that was a sloppy game, especially the first half. Really sloppy. I mean, the Buffalo Bills had done a really good job of not turning the football over in the first 4 weeks, and then turned the football over too many times last night. I agree with you with the Drake May stuff, but I also would say, as far as Mike Vrabel's concerned, with what he's trying to do, coming off of, last year's, Gerard Mayo just mess, right? That was a mess. Like, I don't know if that was hey, let's hire him because, Mike Vrabel or someone like that doesn't necessarily want to be the guy that follows up Bill Belichick, so we'll go coach and then hire the guy that we really want. But when you're trying to change the culture of a building, a win like that last night is a huge stepping stone in that.
Yeah, massive win. That's it, right, Ray?
Oh, there's Monday Night Football tonight. The Chiefs at
Duval.
8:15 on ABC and ESPN. KC favored by 3.5, and as RJ would say, that is the league, and we've gone around it.
Well, that's a great job by you. Let's take a break. Let's come back. On the other side, it's frenzy time. 1-800-919-3776. I'll go into the YouTube chat again and get some questions from there. But also, we do not start the frenzy till every phone line is lit up. 1-800-919-3776. Frenzy time. DNR with you. ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Loser Monday and bring in our dear friend. Here is Debbie Duhame.
DNR, good morning. Hey, we went around the league. Let's go around the tri-state, see what's happening. 95 northbound, bumper-to-bumper, exit 2 in Greenwich with an accident. We're seeing delays. Jackie Robinson West at Forest Park Drive with a collision. Eastbound Gowanus, bumper-to-bumper at 38th with an accident. 23 south at Boonton Ave in Butler, a crash. Garden State Parkway South 157, accident in Elmwood Park. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit nonprofit offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADivZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime, 880 ESPN, New York.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
The Fox Nation Patriot Awards returns for a new year.
Are you ready to get the show started?
Join host Sean Hannity and special guests and be part of the celebration live in New York. Tickets are available now. Go to foxnation.com/Patriot Awards.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold fruit.
All right, so he's in a great mood. He's rolling along. He's having a hell of a day. His Cowboys win yesterday. But, Ray, what time is it right now?
Do we have a full board? Oh, we do.
Oh, we have a full board. Ray, I'm going to let you have a redo. What time is it?
It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
There you go. Well done, Raymond. So, Rick, here's what I incorporated into the show last week when you were up and dealing with youth hockey stuff. I take questions off of the YouTube viewers now.
Wow.
How nice is that?
It's crazy.
It's crazy to think
Who
that
would
we
have thought
take
to do that?
But that's where we are. So if you want questions answered but you can't call, go into the live YouTube stream and you can ask them there. But we'll take your calls as well. All right, 800-919-3776. We know how this works. You ask your question, we say goodbye, we answer it, we move on, rapid fire style. Let's go Jeff in Howard Beach. Jeff, you're on The Frenzy. Go ahead.
After watching Rico Dowdell look like Walter Payton, how is Anthony Weaver and the moron known as Chris Bria still employed by the Miami Dolphins? Thanks, guys.
Well, I don't know that they're going to be for long. Right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I saw the video of Mike McDaniel walking off the field yesterday like he's just broken.
Well, how could he not be?
His body language was
bad.
like...
You had that game. Dowdle ran up and down your throats yesterday.
He went for over 200 yards yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And he's the backup running back.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting close to that point.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul Manahawkin. Paul, you're on The Frenzy.
Stole my thunder a little bit with the last call, but I was going to ask if Mike McDaniel has a job by the end of the day.
He'll have a job at the end of the day. Would you say right now, Rick, that McDaniel's the first coach to be fired this season?
Wow. I mean, I was trending towards Tennessee. Just that whole, how that whole thing is going down there. But, yeah, it feels like we're getting close to that at this point.
Dable's going to be gone, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know. They're going to win 3 games again.
I know, but here's what I'll say is, yes, I agree with you, but I also recognize what the owner said about Daniel Jones. Right? Like he said that we actively ruined Daniel Jones.
You will have
did him no favors
from the fan base on your hands if you win 3 games and bring Dable back.
I understand that, but did you didn't listen to the fan base last year. You stuck with him, and you let him draft his quarterback. So do you believe that it was partly making the decisions that you made to move on from coaches and putting Daniel Jones in different systems that screwed him up? Because if that's the case, then do you want Jackson Dart to go into a new system next year?
If Jackson Dart is what we think he might be, and you bring in a better head coach, wouldn't in theory he be a better quarterback than he'd be for Brian Dable?
It would depend. I think it would depend on the coach. Who's the better coach?
Well, I would think lots of guys would be the better coach right now. But that's a conversation we can have at a different time. Corey Greenwich. Corey, you're on The Frenzy.
What's going to hurt the Jets the most? Not drafting a quarterback this past year or not drafting Tyler Warren? What's going to haunt them down the road?
I don't know that either's going to haunt them. If Membu turns out to be really good.
Membu did have a good game yesterday.
Well, no, it doesn't mean he's not going to be good, though.
No, I think you're trying to solidify the offensive line. You had a chance to draw. Brock Bowers was a conversation the year before.
Right.
Right? Are you in a spot to draft a skill position player when you have, how many years have you spent trying to fix your offensive line? That's supposed to be one of your strengths. Yesterday, it wasn't. I would have drafted a quarterback just because I don't have much faith that Justin Fields is going to be the guy. We took.
I think we know that.
We had 2 4th-round picks. Could you have used one of those on Shedeur Sanders if you wanted just to take a flyer? Maybe, but now, you're putting yourself in a spot where, you're 0-5. You may have your pick of whatever quarterback's available in this upcoming draft.
Your guy, Purple Belt Mike, he is in some kind of depression. He's on the YouTube chat. If the Jets go fill in the blank for a record, Aaron Glenn will be fired like Gerard Mayo was 1 year in.
No.
If they go winless, he could be fired.
I don't think they're going to fire him.
You think they go 0-17 and they bring Aaron Glenn back?
No, I think there was. Is Mike Vrabel available? Is Mike Vrabel leaving? Is Jim Harbaugh going to leave? Who's the coach? You had a chance to interview those guys. You had a chance to interview Pete Carroll. You had a chance to interview John Gruden. You bring in Mike McCarthy?
How could you go winless and not make a change? They won't. I don't think we'll have to have this conversation.
Well, but listen to what you said about the Giants, which is part of the problem, is that you'll have you'll have a mutiny from the fan base. Should that matter?
Will.
Yeah, but should it matter?
Not ultimately, but the owner also came out after last season and said next season we have to have wins. So if you go back and win 3 games again, then what do you say? Well, Jackson Dart looked pretty good with Brian Dable?
Well, no, you have to have you have to have some conviction in your decision. If you think that Brian Dable and Jackson Dart is a good match, and Brian Dable's going to get the best out of Jackson Dart, regardless of what the fan base is saying, then you got to stick with that.
And therein lies the problem as well. is that the Giants ownership has made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. So why should anybody have any belief that things are going to change moving forward?
But I just don't know how you don't plan for this being a possibility.
Sean in Jersey. Sean, you're on the frenzy.
Is Baker Mayfield a top 5 quarterback in the NFL?
He's
the
right
way
there.
he's playing right now?
He's right. He's right there.
He's right there the way he's playing right now.
I mean, you'd still take Allen. You'd still take Mahomes.
Still take Lamar.
You'd still take
Joe
Lamar.
Burrow's
You'd still
hurt.
take Burrow when he's healthy.
Listen, hell, Dak Prescott's playing like a top 5 quarterback.
He really
right now.
is. But I mean, Mayfield is right there.
I'll tell you what. If you ask me right now, outside of a couple of those names that you just mentioned, the Mahomes, the Allens, if I want, ball in his hand late in the game to go up the field and score me points.
All he does is win games in that scenario.
That's all he does right now.
That's all he does. Brian Bergen. Brian, frenzy, go.
Is the ceiling the roof for Denver?
Is the ceiling the roof?
Is there like some kind of joke there?
It's the Michael
thing?
Jordan. It's the Michael Jordan.
All right, listen, Denver's good. I don't know what more we're supposed to say. Joe.
The ceiling is the roof.
Joe, you're on the frenzy.
Yeah, how's it go? Oh, sorry.
And there we go. And then that's the end of
Joe. You were doing so good, Joe.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't. What do you mean he was doing so good?
You know what? We probably threw him off with the drop.
But what do you mean he was doing so good? He said, "Yeah, how you doing?"
Well,
At what point was he doing good?
Well, if he kept going, if he didn't
I
pause
think
like
he'd
that,
been
he probably
fine.
would have been okay.
He soiled himself.
He was battling through the adversity, Dave.
Which makes sense that he'd be soiling himself a day like today. Nick in Rockland. Nick, you're on the frenzy.
Are the Dallas Cowboys a playoff team?
No. I don't think their defense is not good enough.
Against the Jets, their defense was really good.
Okay.
In the backfield all day long.
No, they're not. You'd agree with that, right? Ray, you would agree with that the Cowboys aren't a playoff team?
They're going to be. They're going to be in the conversation.
They got him again.
They're going to be in the conversation. But I've said that all along that they'll be in the conversation, even when the defense was looking terrible. So offensively, they're in the conversation for best offense in the league. You not agree with that? I know it's hard for you to say Dak Prescott's really good. He's playing like the best quarterback in football right now.
Dak is playing at a very high level, and they're doing this without CeeDee Lamb. And Ferguson has slowly morphed into one of the better tight ends in the NFL.
Ferguson, until yesterday, I can't recall Ferguson breaking a single tackle until yesterday.
Right. Well, it's the Jets and
he had
tight ends.
13 catches last week.
Yeah.
And if you're a tight end that wants to have a big game, play against the Jets. Because you'll have a big game.
It's a good recipe. One last one. Evan Cook emails in, are the Jets the worst team in the NFL? Would you guys still say it's the Titans? I would say it's the Titans.
Oh. I mean, they're right there. I mean, right now, I'll say the Jets. They're winless.
Okay.
At least the Titans found a way.
Yeah, they did. Well, I mean,
it was handed to them, but
hey,
at least they found
Arizona,
a way.
do me a favor. Lose this game. That was the way.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, they still they still march the ball down and kick the game-winning field goal.
And that's it, Raymond. If you blow this baby dead, I would greatly appreciate that. Well done by you. Let's break, come back. More NFL into the Yankees. Busy 9 o'clock hour. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids.
KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
We are moving now.
Electric bikes are everywhere. They are quiet and very fast. Teens ride them on the roads, in bike lanes, but also in places they should not be, like sidewalks and parks.
Look out!
When you ride, wear a helmet. Don't speed. Watch out for pedestrians and cars. New York State and your community have specific rules for electric bikes. Follow them. Go to trafficsafety.ny.gov for more info. A message brought to you by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your confidence?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy Shots are bringing the flavor and energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for everyone. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce cup of coffee, but with zero sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, E&R with you. ESPN New York. RJ's very upset with people right now.
Why?
Because he doesn't feel like we have enough people watching the YouTube live stream.
Well, it's his fault. The bump hasn't been on enough today.
And he's like, we should start threatening people with physical violence. I don't want to do that.
Oh, because there's no threat. I mean, who are you going to physically do anything to?
Well, I'm just saying, like, please just watch. If it's going to upset RJ to that extent, and RJ is in one with the Yankees in the weekend they had, go to the YouTube stream and watch it. Please.
Right, but here's the problem, though, is if we're going to start, if we're going to start threatening physical harm, I feel like that falls, right on me and Ray.
That's right. Mean?
Like, yeah. I mean,
yeah, why don't you go start pummeling older people?
I think we saw that over the weekend. It didn't work out great. I don't think if that's the road that I want to go down now.
Right.
Well,
then what do we do? Because I got RJ telling me, you better get this number over 1,000. He says, threaten people. Now I'm threatening. Now you're saying it doesn't work out great. So what do we do?
I think what we need to do is, much like Aaron Glenn, he is just focused on kick returners that mess up, you will be let go. So we need to find, one person, make an example of them. And then everybody, I don't know.
So just walk down the street and say, excuse me, are you watching the live YouTube stream? You're not? Now you're banned. Now you're not allowed to watch it?
We got to pick a nice, easy target, though.
But what do we do?
Oh, we got to fire somebody.
You want to fire Jefferson. Make him an example.
No, he's put polls up. We can't fire him today.
All right. So how about Joe Betts? Joe Betts didn't even know about waivers. Fire him.
You could fire him as your partner if you want.
No,
Surprised you haven't.
Now we're too far down the road with this thing.
Well, plus Dave doesn't know how to work the app.
I don't even know what app we use.
Oh, that's why you made it his problem.
You can't fire him.
Right. I'd have to have Sherry take over.
Yeah, right. If Dave knew how to use the app, we wouldn't have to worry about this because Dave already went through the whole wire, the waiver wire.
Exactly that. See,
yeah, right.
He gets it.
My team's cooking, though, right now.
Are you?
Oh, cooking.
Yeah, you're going to lead.
Maybe we can incentive. You know what? Instead of threatening, maybe we incentivize.
Yeah, Rick's going to lead the league in scoring this week.
Am I?
Really?
Yeah, looks like it.
Look at my team.
Look at you. See, there's
Too
always
bad
a
my other
positive.
fantasy team wasn't that good. That Forte stinks.
My other fantasy team, Forte's a loser.
Oh.
And my other fantasy team, no one in the history of fantasy football has allowed more points than this team.
It's that bad?
I think I allowed 180 points to Brownshire this week.
Oh.
And I looked at his team. I was like, this is a very winnable game. Theo Johnson, 2 touchdowns. Who picks up Theo Johnson and plays him?
Mike Brownshire. You know why? Because he's got clarity because he didn't eat for 10 days.
That's right. Every ounce of energy is going right to his fantasy football brain power.
Hey, you feel better? No, I don't feel great.
Well, he's crushing himself.
No, but I asked him because I've done a lot of reading on this. Like most people that do it properly, they'll have like that moment where it's like they're not starving. They have like this clarity where they're like, okay, this is working. It feels good.
You can't go a week and not eat.
And I said to him, I was like, Brownie, have you got to that point yet? Like, have you had the clarity? He's like, no, I just feel awful the whole time.
It's like a prisoner of war. You can't go a week without eating. Like,
Yeah, but-
what's the difference between like him and holding people hostage? Like
He held
tea,
himself hostage.
broth, coffee, no food. That's a hostage.
Well, but he did it to himself though. He held himself hostage.
He's a self-made hostage.
But I said to him, I was like, at what point though do you say to yourself like, maybe I'm not getting the positive effect from this that I'm supposed to be getting? You know what I mean? Like the reason why you do it is for all like the health benefits. It looked like he was just going to drop.
And he must be a joy to be living with.
Oh,
don't you think?
Miserable.
Must be miserable. So now, by the way, RJ, we've bumped it to over 800, and you won over 1,000, so we still have quite a way to go. Maybe we incentivize. Maybe we randomly give people like part of Rick's salary.
That could be nice.
Right?
That could be nice.
This is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was a time in the journey yesterday that Rick almost contemplated like you could have all my salary.
Really?
Maybe Rick just doesn't do this anymore.
Like we do like a Mr. Beast kind of thing where he gives people large sums of money. Maybe we do that.
Just take it all.
Except the part where he says you can have all the salary. That implies that he's just not going to show up.
That's right. That's exactly what that implied, Raymond.
Well, we don't want that.
I almost took a nice Canadian fellow home with me.
Nice.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, you say you hate the Canadians.
I do.
So I
Not that
want to hear
Canadian.
how you almost wound up bringing someone home with you.
Because he just wouldn't leave. I almost had that. I was shocked he didn't just jump in the van with us and just take the ride. He was waiting for me. I saw the coach of the team came in the locker room before our game and was like, "Hey, there's a guy outside that would like to take a picture." I was like, "Hey, no problem." So take the picture, and now we get into a conversation.
The picture means I want to go home and live with you.
No, okay, which was fine. Picture's fine. Now he starts asking me about like, I got your card and this and that. I was like, okay, I was like, awesome, really nice to meet you. Kind of got to get on the bench right now. Chat later. Come back, get Milo undressed. As I'm walking out now, full blown conversation where he now follows me out all the way out towards the parking lot.
The stink of New York sports is really at a very high level now, isn't it?
Very high. Yeah.
Well, I want to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Get this stink off. They converted my kid's bathtub to a shower. Unbelievable. You can have the stink of New York sports and get it right off you. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. So by tomorrow, you can have the stink of New York sports off of you. It's durable. It's easy to clean. No demo. There's no mess. Lower cost than a standard replacement. Full lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down. How do you not do it, would be my question. No payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one bath fitter, and get the stink off. Let's take a break. Come back. Come on, that was beautifully done.
I had no idea where you were going.
See, this is what I do. Let's take a break. Come back. And this is why you come back from Ontario, drive all day, and you come back for the show.
That's exactly why.
Because you love the show.
I love it.
Let's break. Come back. Yankees, that was a bad weekend north of the border. We'll get to that and the Jets and the Giants. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right, you can get it on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Peter to bet on the game. The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right, you can get it on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 and over and physically present in New York, option required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable profit boost token. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
The Fox Nation Patriot Awards returns for a new year.
Are you ready to get the show started?
Join host Sean Hannity and special guests and be part of the celebration live in New York. Tickets are available now. Go to foxnation.com/Patriot Awards.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Tailgate season is on, and Monster Energy flavors are bringing the heat. Crack open the wickedly creamy citrus blast of Orange Dreamsicle, or ride the shockingly smooth wave of Electric Blue. Both packed with real sugar, bold flavor, and that legendary monster kick. This is the energy your game day deserves. So grab your can and unleash the beast.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson for three. And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Jets stink.
Prescott loads up. Pickens, hand fighting into the end zone. Touchdown.
Giants stink.
Scatterboo. Ball came out. Howden's going to go the distance.
Yankees stunk this weekend.
Bases loaded for Guerrero. Here's the pitch. Swing and drive. That ball is way out of here. Second deck. Grand slam.
I mean, what do we have here?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Cosplay conversation on the table.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, boy. Big 9 o'clock hour. RJ's going to take the reins in about 15 minutes and do the stuff that you missed. But the stuff that we didn't miss has been awful. The Jets were an abomination. The Giants were not too much better. And the Yankees were the biggest losers of the weekend. We did the show on Friday. I know you're away. We did the show on Friday, and people couldn't have been more excited. We're going to the World Series. This team has a real chance. Look at the starting pitching. It's Fried, it's Rodon, it's Schlittler, and now 3 days later, and I don't know how you could have any optimism at all for the Yankees.
Well, that's how quickly it happens, though.
Right.
I mean, as fired up as you were. So, I mean, let's face it. I mean, you kind of made history, right? You lost game one, win the next two.
Well, you're not kind of. You were the first team in this short sample size to come back from down 1-0.
I know, but what I mean is it's the wild card series, right? Like, I mean, this is like there are bigger fish to fry for the Yankees, right? This is a team that wants to get back to the World Series. So you're excited. You beat the Red Sox, and now, I mean, you're going up to Toronto where you've struggled, right? You have not done a good job winning baseball games in Toronto. But the one thing that you would point to is, like you just mentioned, right? I mean, I got game 2, I got Max Fried.
That's right.
How do you not love that? And, I mean, Max Fried was not good.
Forget about not being good. Like, he was dreadful. He gave you no chance to even stay in the game. And
he got beat up.
Go ahead.
No, he got beat up. And on the other side of it, Buster said it. You said it. I've said it. I think Kay said it after the game. And on the other side of it, I mean, Cam Schlittler did to the Red Sox what Savage did to you last night.
That's exactly right. And what was that? His fourth start in Major League Baseball? It's wild to think they would even think about putting him out in that situation.
Well, when you got a splitter like that, man.
I know. And he's risen up the ranks. He started in A-ball, and now he's pitching, in the ALDS. But if the Yankees are losing 4-3, 5-4, highly competitive, down the stretch, play here, play there, Rick, they're getting crushed. They look like they don't deserve to be in this series against Toronto.
Right now, it doesn't. I mean, Toronto scored 23 runs in 2 games against you. They just lit up your ace. You got no hit for 5 1/3. I mean, yeah. I mean, outside of, like we've talked about, is, hey, Toronto did what they were supposed to do. Now we come home. You'll have Carlos Rodon on the mound tonight, who's been really good for us this season. And then in Game 4, they'll have to, if we win Game 3, they'll have to go with an opener in 4. And I can't imagine Max Fried's going to have 2 bad starts.
Dominant in his last start. I get it, but, I mean, you have to feel sick. Because, I mean, you go to bed Friday night thinking to yourself, hey, we're in great shape. You wake up Monday morning, you're like, we're done, on the verge of being done. It happens so quickly.
Right, but, I mean, it's a 5-game series. And if you go down 2-0, you're hard-pressed. I think it's an 89% chance that you're going to lose the series. But, I mean, I think that, now correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I should ask the Yankees fans about this. But, I mean, you beat the Red Sox. That was going to be a tough challenge, right?
Right.
It's at Yankee Stadium, which makes it a little bit different. They have no Roman Anthony. But you're excited. And you deserve to be excited. But, I feel like now we're going to the World Series conversation had a lot to do with the fact that you don't necessarily trust Toronto in the first place.
Well, I think that you looked at the opposition and said, Toronto, not great. And maybe we misjudged. Maybe I did, because I thought the Yankees were going to have their way with Toronto in the series. So I think a lot of people looked and said, Toronto, not great. Seattle, not great. Detroit, not great. I mean, every team, every one of those teams has something. Like Scooble's really good, and obviously Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez, and they have some talent. But I looked and thought the Yankees, in my opinion, seemingly wrong, were the most talented of these 4 teams and would find their way back to the World Series. Right now, that looks like an asinine thought to have had on Friday.
Well, but I think the problem is that when you've looked at the American League just in general, it's like it's hard to find. There's no perfect team. Like, all these teams have flaws, right? Like, so there wasn't there is no great team really. Now it depends on what the matchup's going to be, and for whatever reason, especially in Toronto, the Yankees have struggled in this matchup. They have not played well against Toronto. I don't know if it's just that it's Toronto, how they're built, the fact that they don't strike out, the fact that they put balls in play. Like, that fundamentally they're a really good baseball team, and now, I mean, you take the first 2 games where all of a sudden now they're hitting home runs on top of it. I mean, and they're getting really good pitching. I mean, in the first game you would point to, Aaron Judge has had tremendous success against Gausman. Stanton, I think the same thing. But Judge in that first game, in that 6th inning, in a big spot, I mean, doesn't come through.
No, and that's crushing. Again, when there's no margin for error and not realizing that Max Fried would be so bad, right? I mean, all of a sudden you look at that Aaron Judge at bat in Game 1, and it has even more repercussions.
Right. It's not a good at bat. I mean, it's you get bases loaded. You're down 2-0. Huge opportunity, and you have a really bad at bat
against a pitcher that he's absolutely lit up.
Right, but again, that's why what makes baseball so. I mean, just sports in general, though. It's why I have so much pushback sometimes with the whole analytics thing. It's just like the numbers can say one thing, but in that moment, in that huge spot, like, I mean, who rises to the challenge, right? Like, I mean, listen, if I gave you the choice before we had seen any of the careers play out, in a huge moment, I'll give you Eli Manning, I'll give you Peyton Manning. Who would you take?
In a huge moment?
Huge moment. Big
like
big game.
Playoffs, chips, everything. I would take Eli.
No, but before I gave you a body of work.
Oh, I would take Peyton.
Everyone would take Peyton.
Of course.
Like, until you see it play out and you're like, whoa. Like, I mean, Eli Manning in those spots. It's like, I mean, what made Derek,
because he never lost composure ever.
Right. But, like, I mean, what made Derek Jeter was the fact that the moment was never too big for him,
That's
right?
correct.
Like, his postseason numbers are identical to his regular
Right.
season numbers.
I mean, Derek Jeter was a terrific regular season player, but Derek Jeter was the same player in the postseason, which makes him even better because the competition in the postseason is better. You're going up against, to do it against Colorado or, some of the dregs of baseball or football or whatever, yeah, that's fine. To do it when the pressure is the highest and the competition is the highest, that's big-time stuff.
Absolutely right. So, I mean, you're playing against a team that you've struggled with all season long that's playing right now, I mean, through the first two games, as good as they could play. Right? They're getting good starting pitching. Yesterday, pitching was lights out. And on top of the fact now, I mean, they don't strike out. Well, they go 40 straight at-bats without a strikeout?
Yes.
And right now they have more home runs and strikeouts in the series.
Which is a wild stat. 2 games in that they have 8 home runs and 7 strikeouts.
So, I mean, it was a tough matchup to begin with. I think the level of confidence from Yankees fans came more from you don't necessarily trust Toronto. And until they prove it to you, why would I give Toronto credit?
Right.
But now, I mean, you're down 2-0.
Now they've proven it.
And you're relying on a guy that, I mean, you ask most Yankees fans, they don't necessarily trust yet. So for Carlos Rodon, here's your moment. You want your Yankee moment where you shut everyone up? And you finally put to rest the whole we don't trust Carlos Rodon thing? Tonight's the night. Tomorrow's the night.
Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night it happens. And then, listen, you can talk yourself into anything, right? You win that game tomorrow night. Rodon pitches well. And then the next game you have, I mean, the guy that gave you the best performance in the first round, and clearly the moment's not going to be too big for him in Schlittler. And then you get a day off and you get a fully rested Max Fried. And, I assume he'll pitch better than he did in Game 2. But these are all hard things to sell. Because right now, if you're a fan of the Yankees, you can't feel overly optimistic.
Until you go and do it. I mean, until you go do it. Like, you can't, like, the pressure will switch. Again, I mean, that's, as players, as coaches, that's what you're trying to talk yourself into, is that as much pressure as there is on us right now, because we're down 2-0, like, if we win on Tuesday and we find a way to win on Wednesday, now all the pressure is completely switched to Toronto.
You think?
100%.
Even with Max Fried on the mound?
1,000. All the pressure. Yeah, I mean, Max Fried will feel pressure, but to blow a 2-0 lead and now have to try to go win Game 5 at home. All the pressure. So there's no
correct me if I'm wrong. Then, in your mind, there's no pressure on Toronto until we get to Game 5.
Well, no, because you want to close this. The hardest game is always the closeout game because you can't. It's tough to manufacture the same kind of desperation that the Yankees are going to be feeling on Tuesday. But, like, I mean, you still have the safety net of, hey, if we don't win Game 3, we can win Game 4.
Come back Game 4. We don't.
Right,
win
but
game
now there's
4,
no safety net in Game 5.
We go home.
Yeah, now there's no safety net. And, by the way, we got to go against Max Fried, who, I mean, we're not counting on having another bad start.
Yeah, but why would they not feel confident against Max Fried? They've crushed him in Toronto this year.
They will, but that, I mean, to have to go back, to lose 2 straight and have to go all the way back home for a 5th game against that team's ace, like, there's pressure in that as opposed to Game 3 that we don't necessarily have to win. It'd be great if we could win it, but we don't have to win it. But both teams will feel pressure because both teams want to get to the
that's right.
To the championship series.
If the Yankees lose tomorrow night, is this season a failure?
Yeah. Of course it is.
I agree with that.
I mean, especially when Aaron Boone says it's the best team that he's had. Now, I don't know if it's the best.
A lot of stuff that feels.
Yeah,
like
I don't know if it's the best
moment stuff.
I don't know if it's a perfectly constructed team. I would say it's not a perfectly constructed team, but I mean, talent-wise, the kind of seasons that a lot of these guys have had.
They're a talented team, but I guess the question would be, are they any more talented than Toronto?
Yeah, I think they probably have more. You could make the argument that they have more talent, but I mean, to the question I asked Buster when I'm talking about Christian Kirk and everyone else, it's just, I mean, their approach. Buster had numbers. He didn't have them with him, unfortunately, that, during 162, being reliant on home runs and everything else and in that large sample size works. But once you get to the postseason, you're playing in these shorter series. Is there a benefit to be built like the Blue Jays are? Whereas they consistently put pressure on you. They're not striking out. They're finding ways to
play nonstop.
Right. Like, I mean, again, Alejandro Kirk in that spot. It's like they were saying it. Like, this team refuses to strike out. Like, he'll find a way to get the ball in play, and they'll score that run, and that's exactly what he does.
And they don't even have Bo Bichette.
Right.
I mean, he's arguably their second or third best offensive player, and they don't have him in the series.
Well, again, I mean, Varshaw's having a big series. I mean, Vlad's
Clement
grand slam last night.
Well, how about the home run to put them up 2-0? When I saw that ball hit, I was like, I hope that's deep enough to be a sac fly.
Oh no.
Did you get that take at all? Like, it felt like he was lunging at it and just trying to put it in play?
Yeah, I did not think that was going to be when he hit it. I was like, And then all of a sudden, when you see it, I was like, yeah, that's going out.
Yeah, for the life of me, I was shocked on that being a home run. Let's take a listen. We haven't heard him at all this morning. Aaron Boone. We'll see how optimistic he is. Probably so, because that's kind of his nature. Aaron Boone being down 0-2 in this best of 5.
It's the postseason. Anything's going to happen. You never know if it's going to be a pitcher's duel till the end or if offenses are going to explode early on. So they've been able to do that both games and kind of put us at bay early when they were able to put up 6, 7, 8 runs. The first couple innings makes it tough to kind of climb back as an offense, but it doesn't phase us offensively. We still climb back tonight a little bit, but we got to kind of take it to them. When we get back to New York, we got to be the ones to score first and kind of put the pressure on them and kind of flip the script.
That sounded an awful lot like Aaron Judge.
It sounded awful like Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
It's Aaron, okay?
What?
It's Aaron, okay?
It is an Aaron, so we got that.
I mean,
covered.
you're down 12-0 before you. I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, you're down. Keep fighting. You're down 12-0.
Right. I mean, the game was over. The odds were so stacked against the Yankees at that point. I'm willing to believe you couldn't have gone into live betting and bet it.
Yeah, no. Except for if you're John. I'm sure John had some kind of crazy parlay on it.
Probably so. John had like a nickel on a 19 parlay last night. If Justin Herbert reached
it's really just
yards.
I feel like his parlays are like strictly like financially like housekeeping. Like he loves round numbers, so if he's got 87 cents hanging around.
He probably is a cushion parlay guy. And you say, what does that mean? He goes through the couch cushion, sees how much change he has, and says, that's parlay money.
Exactly right.
Here's Aaron Boone discussing being down 0-2 at the moment.
Baseball's a funny game. I know we'll show up and ready to go expecting to win Tuesday night. So feels like the world's caving in around you, and you lose 2 games like that in their building where it doesn't go right. But all of a sudden you go out there and win a ball game on Tuesday, the needle can change. There's been a lot of weird things that have happened in baseball this year. This would not be the weirdest, us rallying. So we'll come ready to go Tuesday, expect to win, and then look to win again and push it back here. So I don't think we haven't lost any confidence. Obviously they've had our number and gotten the better of us so far this year, but I don't think anyone in our room doesn't feel like we can't go out and beat them. So, we got to play better. We got to pitch and swing it better, but we're certainly capable of it, and we'll expect to do that on Tuesday night.
All right, so they face elimination for a second time, right? Because they already did against the Red Sox twice. I guess a third time, because they did Game 2, Game 3, and now Game 3 of this series. He says, I want your take on this. They haven't lost confidence. You buy into that? You think tomorrow night's just clean slate?
I think that's the only way you can approach it. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a piece of you that's not nearly as confident as you were when you went into the series. I mean, you've gotten beaten down. These aren't close games. I mean, there was a moment in Game 1 with Aaron Judge up with the bases loaded where, I mean, there's a chance there. It's 2-0 at that point to maybe change, what's going to happen in Game 1. But I mean, at Game 2, you're down 12-0. You're getting no hit for 5 1/3, right? Like, I mean, so I think there's a piece of you that's got to be, a little wobbly right now. But I mean, baseball is the one unique sport where momentum goes as far as your starting pitching goes. So if Carlos Rodon goes out on Tuesday and just pitches a gem,
right,
and then you feel good about what Schlittler did against the Red Sox, yeah, I mean, I guess I can buy into that.
But your whole season is wrapped around the left arm of Rodon. He's got to go out there and pitch you a gem tomorrow night.
Of course he does. But, same thing was in Game 3 against the Red Sox.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of pressure on the Yankees now.
I mean, it's baseball. I mean, dude, I mean, the problem is you can say that you're confident, which is great, but at the same time, you would also have to recognize the level of confidence that Toronto's playing with right now.
Which is through the roof.
Right. Like, so you may not have lost any confidence, but, I mean, how much confidence has Toronto already gained?
Fair. And
you know what I mean?
Another thing, and again, I don't think I'm a Boone apologist, but I can't have people call and say, like, God, Boone's getting outmanaged. You could have the greatest manager in the history of baseball. If your pitching stinks, you have no chance to win.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do in that moment?
There's nothing he can do.
That's your ace. I mean, that's your ace, and he got lit up.
Right. Game 1, your pitching was brutal. Game 2, your pitching was worse. So this is not, I mean, if you have Dave Roberts or you have Carlos Mendoza or you have, I mean, you fill in the blank, Terry Francona, you're still going to be down 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, but he, again, he's the face for the blame. I mean, he's the shield. He's the one that takes the blame for the players when they don't execute. He's the one that takes the blame for, the analytics people that put, lineups in front of him that tell him that, hey, we shouldn't play Jazz tonight or we shouldn't play Ben Rice tonight. Like, he's the one that's got to take the blame for that.
But Game 1 against the Red Sox, like, I think that's a fair conversation. Taking Max Fried out, the things blowing up, like that conversation made sense to me. It wouldn't even, like, I wouldn't even entertain the conversation of Aaron Boone has been outmanaged in this series because he has no chance.
Right, but listen to what you said 5 minutes ago. If the Yankees lose this series, is their season a failure?
Yes.
And my answer and your answer was yes. So who pays the price for that?
Probably nobody.
Right, but as far as Yankees fans are concerned, it's
who should pay the price. Yeah,
it's Aaron Boone.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right. RJ,
hi.
How you doing?
Good.
So is the win on Thursday from your Niners and your Yankees buoyed you through this morning, or are you miserable now?
Not miserable, because that was a moment. I'm not going to get all hyperbolic. But what has become clear is that Toronto they're Minnesota Twinsing us right now. This year, maybe it's just a this year thing, they own us in every way, in every single facet of baseball. So I don't know how you guys feel. It's easier for me to move past losses like that because you kind of come to terms with what the reality is a lot faster when you are just boat race 2 games in a row rather than if you got walked off or something like that. Like, Toronto's better in every way. So
yeah, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, right. But, I mean, you're still trying to find, like, a grasp at.
There's not many.
No, I know. But, I mean, so wouldn't it be better if you already think that Toronto owns you to have, like, closer games where you're still in these games?
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I would have more hope if they'd walked us off or let's just say
I mean, you're getting run out of the building.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rick, and that's my point. Like, if they'd even kept it close, let's just say they got to the Yankee bullpen, Max Fried was really good because going into this series, I thought the one advantage that the Yankees had was in starting pitching, and I was quick to fall on my sword when Kevin Gausman, that at bat against Judge, when he threw that ball in the other batter's box, and Judge waved at it, you just had a bad feeling of, oh boy.
That was your chance.
That was supposed to be the moment. I mean, listen, we ended up losing by a ton.
But who knows if you would have? I mean, Judge doubles in 3 and you take a lead. You don't know that you're going to lose that game.
No, I don't. But if I'm going to go after you about the Giants, like saying like, well, that play did happen. Like we were talking before the show about, well, the Giants. You saw a world where they could have won that game.
I did.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say I saw a path for them to win. In the moment, that felt huge, but in the end, that was destruction. And I don't know. I mean, you got to win 3 instead of 4.
Yeah, right. But I think here's the thing, though. So I think you're both right and both wrong at the same time, though. It's the fragility of all these games, though, especially big games. Like because the final outcome is 10-1. You may not think that could be a change. Like that very well could have been the difference between them winning and losing.
Yeah,
like that can change the whole outcome of a game. You know what I mean? Like that's how. Like there are times when we'll play games, or when I played, where it's like you'll lose, 6-2, but then you go back and you watch the tape. And it's like, in that moment, we have all the momentum. We turn the puck over at our own blue line. It goes back. They score. Now, all of a sudden, they think, if that play doesn't happen, the whole game changes. Like, the whole game changes.
Well, I guess it could change, right?
But you don't know for a fact, but it doesn't have that same kind of, like, that completely changed the course of the game.
So I think you look at that game. This is just my opinion, RJ. 10-1. Judge gets on there. Big base hit. I'm not saying the Yankees win, but I think they have a real chance to win that game. And that, to me, felt like a tremendous shift in momentum from that moment on.
And you're right. And I'll even say this. Had they got smashed one game and then lost the other, 6-4.
I think you get smashed last game one with Heel on the mound. Not that big a deal because you don't look at him as any kind of savior. You look at him as, well, he's the best we have because no one else is really available. Game two is, to me, it's a catastrophic loss.
Yeah, it was. I'm not going to dress it up.
How you doing? Other than the Yankees, everything great?
Yeah, pretty good otherwise.
Good. You want to do the stuff you missed?
Okay.
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it!
See ya!
Put him in the box!
The you missed.
All right, well, here's some more numbers for you. So, Toronto, the Blue Jays, so they've reached double figures in hits and runs in both games. They have more home runs with 8 than they do strikeouts combined, 7 through 2 games.
There's another poll up on the YouTube stream.
What's it say?
It says, if the Yankees lose Game 3 tomorrow night, is the season a failure? This Jefferson, he's good.
He's on it.
He's good.
He's on it. Trey, you should call him Trey Savage because he just ravaged the Yankee lineup. So he gave up 0 hits, was pulled with giving up no hits, 11 strikeouts, allowed 2 base runners. Neither got to scoring position.
How about John? John's like, I think they took him out too early.
The Yankees put 6 balls in play. For outs. None for hits. If you're hanging on to anything, I know, Rick, you were grasping at something. Toronto went 2-4 in 6 games at Yankee Stadium this year, where the series obviously shifts.
Right, but the problem is that you're 1-8 in Toronto, which Game 5's in Toronto last.
That's
time.
right.
The Yankees don't hit Bieber well.
That's right.
Maybe Justin Bieber will pitch.
That'd be something.
You know what? I love their chances.
That'd be something.
Hit him.
Mariners and Tigers, they're tied 1-1. NLDS you can hear tonight on ESPN New York. Dodgers lead the Phillies 1-0. Game 2 in Philadelphia. That's it.
You want to change your take or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
You know me. That
You're
game's
going to die on this, aren't you?
That game's at 6. Well, I got a long way to go, too. I got a runway here. 6:08, first pitch. And then after that, you can also hear on ESPN New York, Cubs and Brewers. Milwaukee leads that series 1-0. And that starts at 9:08. Interesting for the Mariners, they leave off Brian Wu, who's got that pec injury, off their ALDS roster. So should the series play out, that's a big arm. Some people maybe aren't familiar with, but a big loss.
Awesome.
Brewers also lost Jackson Chourio, so he could play tonight. Maybe, we don't know.
How is Andy Ashby making the start tonight?
That's the way it is.
I mean, why are you laughing?
I just like how you.
He's 5-2. He's got a 2.1 ERA.
How
dare you?
I did not have that on my bingo card.
How dare you?
Apologize, Darren.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ashby.
Okay, thank you. I think that's
some respect on his name.
Dave, I'm curious what you thought about this. So, just quick, we just want to touch on the Giants. Obviously, nobody missed it, but we didn't talk about Jackson Dart attempting 40 passes. You okay with that?
In a game that you're desperate to try to catch points, chase points late in the game, I don't have a massive issue with it.
And he had 7 runs. A lot of them effective, but that's 47 plays that he either attempted to pass or ran the balls. It's a lot.
You know what I did actually like? Did you see the tweets from both Scadaboo and Jackson Dart after the game?
I did not.
Yeah. So Scadaboo said, "This one's on me. I'm sorry. I'll be better. I apologize." And Dart says, "This is on me. When you're the leader of the offense, you have to be better."
Well, afterwards he even swore. He's like, "I got to clean that bleep up."
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Own it.
There was one hit he took when he ran the ball, and he got wrapped up as he was going down. And I was like, "Oh God." You know what I'm talking about?
Every single time.
When he went down, like the guy had his arms wrapped around him. Then he went down and hit. Like, I was like, "Oh my God, this guy takes a beating, man."
A beating.
He does.
Yeah. And again, the thing, like Josh Allen had one of those last night too, where he got up slowly and kind of hobbled his way back to the huddle. Josh Allen is an enormous human being. Yeah. Jackson Dart is not nearly as big.
Not as big as he's put together well though.
No, he's not a slight
Drake may
guy,
take shots. But Drake may take shots too.
Well, it's not okay. You can't continue to take shots like that if you're a quarterback.
No, but I mean, the Giants have their hands full now with no Malik Neighbors.
Yeah,
I'm just concerned that Dable's going to be like, well, I mean, what do I care, right? Like, I'm not going to be here anyway. I might as well get as much as I can out of it.
Oh, that would be terrible if that was the mindset.
Semifinal injuries tell you about Spencer Schrader. I picked him up as a kicker, and then he suffers a knee injury. Colts just kept going for 2, which you can't understand why, because they're obviously not going to run out their punter and try and kick extra points if they don't think he can make them. But
only the Giants do that.
That takes a special kind of team to do that.
But they're up like 7,000.
Was that a shot? Why'd you do that?
It wasn't. But they're up like 7,000 points, and they're going for 2, and they just keep scoring and scoring and scoring. Elsewhere,
I loved it.
Patriots lose running back Antonio Gibson to a knee injury against the Bills. Bucky Irving, who didn't play their next game is against the Niners, he has a foot sprain and apparently a shoulder injury, as well. So this could be a multi-week.
I've seen something said he's definitely going to miss this coming week.
Oh, there you go. Cowboys put Malik Hooker on IR with a toe injury, and Braylon Allen, we knew he was going on IR. That may be the real IR, not short term.
It's not the first Hooker with a toe injury.
Oh boy. So Braylon Allen,
common injury.
Braylon Allen's out.
Prostitutes is toes.
Braylon Allen's out 8 to 12 weeks.
The camel variety.
I appreciate you pushing through.
There's no Braylon Allen for the next many weeks in a row. He's not playing.
How about Malik Hooker?
He's injured.
Toe.
Yeah. And Trevon Walker could play for the Jags against the Chiefs with a wrist injury. College football, Dave, very upset about Penn State.
Because James Franklin is such a loser.
They lose to UCLA.
It's so bad.
Penn State out of the AP top 25, as is Texas, who might also stink. Miami
so
jumps
the
over
1 and 2 from the preseason are out of the top 25.
Miami jumped over Oregon. They are now number 2 behind Ohio State, who has earned that spot. And Bill Belichick, things are going well. They lost 38-10 to Clemson. So, searching for answers.
Did you see the stadium at halftime?
Yeah, everyone left.
Yeah, everyone left.
I would too. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh.
I bet Jordan didn't leave.
No,
she can't.
She can't. That'd be a statement.
You think she's like, listen, I need to be with the winner. I can't stay in this relationship any longer.
Bill, get your cell phone, buddy.
Yeah.
I found an older man that wins more.
Yes. I'm now with an octogenarian.
Wait, but he better hope that the Raiders don't get out with Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll's got too much energy for her.
With that neon gum. John Harbaugh sticking with defensive coordinator Zach Orr. They're not going to make a change after giving up 4,000 points to the Texans. And Zach Taylor not as loyal, though, to Jake Browning, who is apparently mulling a change at their quarterback spot.
How could you not?
Yeah, it's been
bad.
All
he does is throw picks. I mean, how can you not?
Not at the end, though. He got red hot at the end. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wild signed goalie Philip Gustafson to a 5-year, $34 million contract. Oilers extend their head coach Chris Knobloch through the 2029 season. Jack Young at 32. Aces go up 2-0 on the Mercury in the WNBA Finals. And the Philadelphia Union win the 2025 MLS Supporters Shield title.
That's unfortunate. Philly won another championship?
City of Champions now?
Yeah, that's great.
Wonderful.
Just phenomenal.
Hold on. By the way, stuff you missed. I missed this last week.
Oh, boy.
I heard some of the show. My reception was bad. Did you not offer
there's
RJ?
An app, right?
The app, yeah. Did you not offer RJ a Yankees win if he took a San Francisco Niners loss?
I said Yankees win, Niners get crushed.
41-3.
So, and you didn't take that?
You know why? Because I got both. I got greedy and I took both.
And now look where you are.
Yeah, look at me. Down 0-2. To Canadians.
This is your fault.
No, it's not my fault. I got us through the
All right,
last
I'm gonna make you another offer.
Here we go.
Well,
Yankees rattle off 3 straight wins.
Niners lose by 400.
Niners lose 3 games in a row.
3?
Why? Why is it 3 games in a row?
Yankees win 3 in a row. Niners lose 3 in a row.
It's not the same.
On the table. Then don't take it. You taking it?
It is the same. These are playoff games. These count more.
You go to the ALCS if you win these 3. You taking it or not?
I got to look up the schedule. See, are those divisional
here's what's
losses?
Going to happen. We're going to break, come back, you'll answer it on the other side. We'll get to the Jets and the Giants. Disaster of New York sports. DNR with you, ESPN New York. For one final time on the Monday, let's see what's happening on the roads. And here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. On this miserable Monday after the losses from the Jets, Giants, and Yanks, let's see what's happening. Things are not brightening up here on the Jackie Robinson westbound, still closed out by Metropolitan Avenue. It's a car fire. LIE eastbound by Utopia Parkway, Police Department activity. Over on the West Shore Expressway South ramp into the Outer Bridge Crossing, a collision. Garden State Parkway South at 168 into Washington Township, 2 separate accidents. Traffic sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets, from yards to touchdowns to who will win. With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/K to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For the gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
All right, now, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Now, Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. NLDS action tonight. Dodgers with Blake Snell on the mound visiting the Phillies. They have Luzardo on the mound. Game 2 at 6:08. And then the Cubs are in Milwaukee to play the Brewers for Game 2 at 9:08. You can hear both games here on ESPN New York. And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. I'm not going to ask you about the timing of the game, why this is at 6 and 9 o'clock. I won't bring you through that again.
You don't like it, though. That's all that matters.
I don't like. Do you like it? A 9 o'clock game?
No, I don't like a 9 o'clock game.
No. Give me the 5
we already got to deal with. Listen, Monday Night Football is not going to get over early either. So, what's the difference at that point?
Well, Monday Night Football will be over by like 11:15. The
I
9:08
anyway.
first pitch is going to be over at midnight.
Yeah, I don't sleep anyway.
So stay up. Why not start at 10, 11, midnight?
I'll just stay up and do the show.
I prefer they started a game at 3 a.m. than 9 p.m.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Right? That I would prefer.
9 p.m. for our schedule stinks.
Yeah, it's not easy. So I got an email, and I think this is appropriate. I think it's a good email. This is from I'll tell you. This is from Neil from Manhattan. He says, if you want to incentivize people to watch the stream, do it with positive energy and not negative. Instead of RJ saying threaten people, how about we dangle positive carrots?
Oh.
How about a song? 1,000 viewers and Rick sings a bit of Cher. 1,500 Ray and RJ sing a duet of Rick's choosing. 2,000 Dave sings Fly Eagles Fly. Well, you'd have to get to a lot more than 2,000 for me to sing Fly Eagles Fly. Dart. Jackson dart. Jackson dart.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I'll tell you what. We get to 2,000 tomorrow. At any point, I break into Jackson Dart song.
No, you got to make up a new song. Nah, I mean, that's
Go and show that you were going to.
that's one of the hits right there.
Now, I don't know. Maybe it's me. It's me, like listening to me, so maybe it's different. Does that ever get old for you?
No.
Never, right?
No,
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
Yeah.
Isn't that when I told Keyshawn, hang on a second, Key, I'm singing?
Yeah, that happened. That was probably like of the crosstalks that we did. That was Key's best spot ever.
Well, because no one has ever been more miserable in a crosstalk than Keyshawn Johnson.
Ever. Didn't know our names, but he did add a nice little background to that.
That's right. What do you call you, DiPietro?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still.
Hang on, Key, I'm singing.
I went and saw a Morgan Wallen cover band while we were in Canada. Wow. It just was not good.
DiPietro. Oh, boy. All right, let's get to the calls. 800-919-3776, and we'll kind of unpack the Jets and Giants before we say goodbye and hand it over to Bart and Carlin this morning. Brian in Manhattan. Brian, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys. I was just on the West Coast. I don't know if you guys travel out there much, and the 3-hour difference is so weird. There was one night where you just forget that you're 3 hours earlier, and like the Yankee game was in the 7th inning. I didn't even know it started. I have to tell you, it's hard to imagine the Justin Fields in Game 1 this year. He was so mobile, accurate, good. After a preseason where there was very little hope. And like yesterday, he looked like the worst quarterback in the league by a lot. And, right now, I'm a Giants fan. I'm not a Jets hater. I have much more hope in the Giants. I know Dart had a rough second half, but, it's Daniel Jones all over again. They didn't pick up a wide receiver after Neighbors went down. Slayton missed a bomb and fumbled the ball.
He stinks.
He stinks.
He stinks.
But Scadaboo, I really like. That was a really good draft pick. I hate to give Joe Shane credit because he's been so miserable, but that was a really good draft pick. And there's like some semblance of a team, and I think the silver lining is that with their schedule, they're obviously going to have a terrible record, regardless of how they play. And we will finally get rid of this. Hopefully both of them, but definitely Daboll because he'll be the fall guy. And they need a change. I mean, they're just like they're pathetic, but not as pathetic. I mean, Aaron Glenn looks so hopeless on the. It's frightening
but Brian,
just how bad New York.
Brian, let me ask you a question. So,
Sure.
I understand why there's reason for hope, right? Like, I mean, if you believe that Jackson Dart is going to be a really good quarterback, that would give me hope. If you like Cam Scadaboo, and you talk about some of the players, but now all of a sudden, what you're talking about is firing the head coach. I think there's a lot of people that say if you win 3 games, it shouldn't just be the head coach; it should be Joe Shane also.
Okay.
I agree.
But we're living a life now as Jets fans. Now, I don't know if Aaron Glenn was the right hire or not, but I got a new GM and I got a new head coach, and I thought I had good players. But when you bring in a new regime and a new style and a new system, all of a sudden that the players that you think are good players don't necessarily fit the system that you're trying to run now. Right? That's the problem with cycling through coaches and GMs like these teams have done now.
Well, and Brian, thanks for the call. Rick, if the Giants have another 3-win season, how long are you going to employ these guys?
Well, I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying you made a decision to roll with Brian Daboll and Joe Shane after maybe the worst season in the history of your franchise.
Right.
And now you let them go through another draft, another free agency cycle, and draft a quarterback in the first round. Like, it's not as simple as I bring in a new GM and a new coach, and he loves all my players, and we're going to run the same exact system. It's everything changes
But your
now.
players aren't good.
Right, but you do have, like, yeah, but did you think that my players were this bad on my team?
No.
Right, so you may think you have some good players. Those players may fit what you're trying to do. They don't necessarily fit what the next coaching staff and next GM are trying to do.
So maybe you have to blow some of these guys out. Maybe the new GM and the new coach look at this and say, no, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. This is a team that's just won 6 games combined in the last 2 years. I got to make wholesale changes.
Right, but that's how you continue on this treadmill of crap, by doing this. And now on top of that, your first-round quarterback that you're so excited about now has a new coach and a new system.
Right. What you should have done was moved on from the regime last season.
That's right.
That's what you should have done. But you didn't because you wanted to give him another chance. And now they're going to have another chance. And the owner said this better result in wins. So how do you take John Mara at his word for anything he says moving forward if you win 3 or 4 games and you bring them back again?
Right, but which goes back to the point I made to you to start this whole thing, is inevitably it feels like they weren't going to have a good season because their schedule was so hard. Right? Like, did you think that Russell Wilson was going to be great? You brought back the entire offense but changed the quarterback.
Right.
Was it great? No, it wasn't. So, like, there was a real chance that this was going to happen. Like, there was probably a better % chance that this was going to happen, that you were going to surprise everyone and win 8 games.
Right. Right. But I don't even know if you needed 8. Like, I think 6 might have sufficed.
Whatever the number is, whatever the number was, there was a better chance you'd have this than the alternative.
That's right.
So what happens if this happens? After I just got done telling you that we ruined Daniel Jones by making too many changes.
Well, but then why did you stand up there and say this better result in winning games?
Because they're not well run. Because they're not well run.
Right. Then, and there you go. They're not well run. They're a joke of a team. They're a joke of an organization right now. And
right.
You just lost to a team that is the equal joke to you, and you turn the ball over 5 consecutive times.
Yeah, this was the one that you circled. This is the one we could win.
Right. But the problem is every other team looks at this and says, you think the Saints didn't have this game circled?
No.
Guys, rally the troops. We're going to get this one.
Right, but I said the same thing when you started reading me the Jets schedule. Oh, Carolina, you don't think they're saying the same thing about the Jets?
I definitively do, but just odds would dictate that you're going to win a game against Cincinnati or Carolina, or like some of these games.
There's a chance that Jake Browning is in Zach Taylor's office right now as we speak, begging him to play against the Jets so he doesn't turn the football over.
Right, because you
give me the Jets game.
Can't against the Jets.
Yeah, just give me the Jets game. I promise I won't turn it over.
All right, let's break. Come back wherever you guys want to go. Jets, Giants, Yankees. The floor, it's yours. Does that make sense? The floor? Yeah,
the floor is yours.
That's right.
Okay. Let's just make sure that that's accurate. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS for kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your...
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus? You pulling my leg? No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points. Pulling a fast one? Nope. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more. Is this a stunt? No, you even get points for playing new games. You're pulling my chain, aren't you? No. Pulling my finger? What? No, man, put that thing away. Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine. Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Did you see what this is? A savage is what he is. This Jefferson put up as the poll today?
Oh, we have another poll? I thought there's already two polls.
There was, I'd seen the one who, like the weekend, who lost the weekend the most, who had the toughest weekend, which is clearly the Yankees. He just put up a poll 9 minutes ago on the YouTube stream. You can go on there and vote. Who won the show today?
Oh.
Rick, Dave, RJ, and Ray. I think the answer is somewhat obvious.
Diabolical is what's happened here.
But you talk about feeling comfortable, like in day 3 of your role here, running the YouTube stream.
Oh, I think that's a question that you would ask. I mean, you like to put people in uncomfortable positions.
I've been here for 10 years.
I know.
Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
Yeah, but I mean, don't you want someone like that's running
an extension of me to run this?
An extension of the show.
Yeah. It's not terrible. I do appreciate it. It's good content as well.
Fun, happy polls.
RJ, you lambasted me last Monday. Clearly, I've won the day, right?
People love a good comeback story. So your story is the easiest one to digest, and you're probably who I would vote for, yeah.
Good. Okay. Because Rick came out today and was, ugh.
How dare you?
That was
very sullen, very like, woe is me. Not me. I've had energy the whole way through.
I mean, that's how I feel right now. I mean, should I feel great? I mean,
I didn't feel great last week. I got destroyed for it.
Boy, could you imagine him in a film session? Rothenberg, what are you doing over here? Do you see what DiPietro's doing though? Look at him.
Unbelievable, this guy.
Look how out of position he is.
He's built for a solo show, is what he's built for.
No, that's not true.
That's true.
Without you guys, I would not be competent.
I got to say, though, but just in terms of like the energy and the stuff that transpired, it almost feels like you care more about the Mets than you do about the Giants right now, just based on what happened last week.
Come on.
I know that should not
true.
be true based on what I know about you, but the way you acted today after a tough Giants loss as opposed to Jackson Dart makes his big debut. Yeah,
it's my own fault for having any level of optimism. My own fault. The Giants are a putrid football team. They led 14-3. You had real hope for the Mets, that's why, though. What?
It's because you had real hope for the Mets, though. You had legitimate expectations for the Mets.
Right, and the Mets was not just like a tough loss. The Mets was an all-time epic collapse.
That's months. I mean, that wasn't just like that didn't just happen. That was months of that. Like, that was a slow death.
That was awful.
I mean, that's what it was.
Vote for me.
From the time we did our show till the end of the season, it was you're one of the worst teams in baseball in that time frame.
For the last 100 games, they were one of the worst teams in all of baseball.
Yeah, so, I mean, listen, I didn't think you stunk. Everyone else.
You didn't think it was great.
I didn't think it was great, but I wouldn't say stunk. I didn't think it was like...
RJ said stunk, and John was just like, shocked at how bad I
didn't think we needed a closed-door meeting for how bad you were. You know?
Yeah, it was very hurtful.
I felt your pain because
Did you call that a closed-door meeting?
Well, I was out. The studio door was closed. I was out of it, and then as I was walking in, John's like, I just told him he stinks, so you're probably going to get yelled at.
Right.
That's what he said.
And he wasn't wrong.
And I got yelled at.
Yeah. Let's go to Neil in the Bronx. Neil, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning, Neil.
Good morning, gentlemen. What I find a little disappointing about the Yankees is after that Game 3 performance by Schlegel, which was incredible, you would think that the Yankees will be amped up to get to the next round and have some momentum after that performance. You think they will be inspired to like really go in and just murder Toronto, but it looks like that's not happening.
So
when your starting
works,
pitching
though.
is not good, it's hard to look great, and Toronto's a different animal than you just faced.
Right, but that's not how baseball works. Like, I mean, you're not. Of course, you're fired up. Of course, you're excited that you just beat the Red Sox. But that's other than getting hits. Like, how do you show people that you're dialed in?
But baseball's the worst
up?
with that. Because if you're not hitting the ball, and offensively you look good, now all of a sudden people think you're dead. You have no energy and you're dead.
Right. But I hate that. That could be one of my biggest pet peeves when people call it about lifeless baseball teams because they're not hitting it. You just get
Right.
If you can't hit, you can't hit. It's not because you're not trying to hit. You don't have the energy to hit.
Where's the energy? Where's the emotion? I mean, Gausman was better than you, and Savage was by far better than you.
Right. Like sometimes you can make the argument that the reason why you're having a lack of success in baseball is because you're trying to do too much. You're too amped up.
Yep.
You're trying too hard.
Ray?
Yeah.
Ray?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Oh, you're in a good mood today because your Cowboys smashed his Jets.
I got to take it where I can.
Why don't you go ahead with the 3 stars?
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Yeah, I'm in a great mood. You not so much, and you're going after certain people who have always kind of been on your list.
I swear to you.
Yeah, Slate was
if I have to hear RJ, I think you're a little bit wrong with Darius Slayton. I think he's a pretty capable receiver. I'm going to strangle him.
You're what?
I'm going to put my hands around his neck and strangle him.
Actually,
I've told you guys for years.
I think it's Ray that says that to you. I don't
Whoever it is, I'll strangle
Ray.
all of them. RJ, do I have energy today? Is this energy? Or do you want more?
You do have energy today.
Number 2.
There's meanness going all around, though.
Vinny D, RJ is always patronizing you, and it's just disgusting. He's the king of wordplay, and I'm horrified by it.
Rick reacted to that.
Maybe
King of
cosplay.
As a what now? What did you think it meant?
I don't know. I've heard it before.
He thought it was sexual.
Yeah, he heard something in Canada.
He heard somebody say it in Canada. He thought it was sexual.
Number 1.
You're not wrong.
And listen, both of you are in a bad way today when it comes to the Giants and Jets. So
this is what happens when you turn the ball over 5 times consecutively.
You know who the last team to do that was?
The Jets?
Yeah, that's right.
I appreciated that. Dave was inspired by that, though.
Oh, look at him. He's alive. The captain is alive.
Yeah, because Rick is dressed like a sailor today.
There she blows, Captain.
Good Monday, boys. We'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right because your team wins games. You're 500 somehow. It's Rule 76.
No excuse. Playing a champion is DiPietro Rothenberg and
everybody.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube. I almost took a nice Canadian fellow home with me.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters. But those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what your